All right, I believe we are technically right on time. I say technically because it is incomplete on time.
It was also not supposed to sputter any kind of precipitation, but it was definitely sputtering little ice flecks earlier, which is made me
The
paranoid.
the failure of the forecast to come true in a micro versus the perfect predictions in the macro is impressive right now.
Yeah.
Because from hour to hour, they don't know what the fuck is going on. But overall, they know ice, and they were right.
Yeah.
Where's Grill? We do not know.
I'm here.
Oh.
I just got here. Running slightly late. It's like Limp Bizkit once said, it's just been one of those days.
In fact, the first person to ever say that.
Right. Dang it. Is it up the multiplayer?
Yeah, I just accepted you. I thought you were here.
So it told me it was not connected.
Well, the first time it always fails because I can't find it fast enough. So, it looks like we are still going to be able to play this save game. Our people are coming back at the moment. Very slowly.
Oh yeah, I remember we had the problem with the whatchamacallit, the group, the traveling nomad group.
Yeah, I think we lose all of our investment in that trip, but at least we don't lose the save.
Well, no, we got a few things from the trip, I think.
No, because remember the first people abandoned it, and then we decided to try to salvage it by going to the other place, but we couldn't trade.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened then. Oh yeah, the items in the thing that we didn't sell anything. There's nothing usable, and there's no silver.
No, we got fucked hard on that.
We have so many chickens. They're all in the house. I had to tell all the new chicks they have to stay outside.
Also, these pigs.
Oh, did we set them to be?
I don't know, but
chickies?
you need to handle
Land
them.
Deer just subscribed to tier 1. Thank you.
Oh yeah, the pigs are chicken. Set to the chicken tender area.
Alright, well, the food is in good shape for September.
Should we grow more hay? Will we get it in time, you think? I'm worried about our animals.
Hay takes a really long time to grow.
But we have none stockpiled.
You are correct, we should grow more hay. I guess I'll just put some over here. But it's not going to help us this year.
Krista, how's the house buying going? The house part is great. The bank is annoying, but I think it's finally sorted out. We'll see, I guess, Monday.
No.
No, yeah.
Dynetics LRH just subscribed with Twitch Prime.
The bank will be closed on Monday because of the ice storm.
I asked him about that again. I was like, are we concerned at all about closing? Do I need to like tell him we're gonna need another week? And he was like, right now, no, it's fine. And I was like, okay, but this guy's a little bit
Isn't Monday a holiday?
Is it President's Day?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's for sure a bank holiday, right?
They forgot.
Yeah. This guy, bit of a mouth breather.
Very a mouth breather.
Yeah. I've had to resubmit a lot of documentation because of his inability to keep things straight. How is the weather for everyone? It's very icy here. Very, very icy, and it's supposed to get worse this weekend, so, and Monday, Tuesday.
Darkstar subscribed before we started, so thanks, Darkstar.
Thanks.
I've got your soup ladle thing in the bathroom. I was cleaning the bathroom.
With the
and it
soup
was
ladle?
like, And well, it was in the clean dish tub under the sink, and I was like, oh, it's the dinosaur soup ladle. Well, it's not really a soup ladle; it's the tea ladle. But yeah.
Yeah, because he gave us the soup ladle and the little tea strainer thing.
Yeah.
I like the little tea strainer. It's cute. Doo-doo. Markinetta is no longer inspired surgery. I don't think he was ever qualified, or she was ever qualified.
But I think inspired means it always succeeds no matter what. So that's still very valuable. I don't think you want to do it when you don't need it. I mean, we could have just popped somebody's leg off just for the principle.
If we had one of those people with that perk that's like, what is it called? When they like to be cyber enhanced or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
Surprising amount of our map has burned up.
Yeah, there was a crazy fire the last one. I think this fog hanging over the map is the remnants of that.
Minor break risk. Who's upset? Galinda and Dragoran?
Are they the travelers?
Insulted. Oh, probably because Nubbin freaked out last time. 8 without
We saw
a
your secret upload level 1. Yeah, I'm still getting my I don't know. I'm still flaky. Sorry.
It's been one of those days, chat. As we said. The power has been out. Everyone's been freaking out.
Well, there's not much to do till the group gets back. Oh, the wolf got hurt somehow. Human fist? Someone attacked the wolf.
It was Nubbin. Nubbin had a break earlier.
Oh.
And he was insulting everybody.
What a monster.
Yeah. Or was it Nubbin or Loli Finette who freaked out and lost their mind? I think it was Nubbin. Maybe I'm imagining that?
Kentucky being Kentucky? No, this was not because of rural conditions that the power's out. It was because of freezing rain.
Yeah, we have like an inch. Well, maybe, I don't think it's quite an inch. I think it was like half an inch to a quarter, or 3/4 of an inch or something. I don't remember. But it wasn't quite an inch. But it was a decent enough amount that it has caused massive power outages all over the state.
What's going on with this door, Krista?
I'm trying to fix it.
Thank you, Joel McKinney. 1,000 bits.
Oh, McKinney, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, the freezing rain is a crazy phenomenon. I was thinking about this. If you are just like in a field exposed to freezing rain, you're pretty much dead, right?
Yeah, unless you have some sort of shelter and like a way to stay warm and dry.
Because if you're wearing anything except a slick a waterproof shell, your clothing is immediately a death sentence 10 seconds into it, maybe 20.
Right.
So even if you do get to like a tree line or something, and you're not starting a fire.
No, so I've done hikes in freezing rain before. And we passed a guy who was trying to start a fire, and it was just smoke everywhere. But he was like, oh, I can do it. And I was like, I don't know.
Biodrone, thank you for the gift sub.
Thanks, Biodrome.
Yeah,
there's just 2 doors here, and they haven't deconstructed this one yet.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to get every single pine tree trimmed and all this shit that's fallen out of it hauled off. That's going to be very expensive.
You're going to be so mad. You're going to be so mad because it's going to be very expensive, but the people doing the work are going to very obviously be on the worst kind of drugs.
I don't give a shit what they're on as long as they can haul trees.
You're just going to be like, I paid how much for this? And
just burn it. I can't move it. I had to get some shit out of the road, and it took everything I had. 2019 Ron would be dead right now.
Just set fire to the pine trees. Easy.
It's nice right now, so that's going to be tricky.
Yeah, you can't burn them right now. I was really paranoid because to get the shit out of the road, I was standing under one. And it didn't happen, but across the road, something just like spooked that tree. And I watched all that shit fall.
Probably a squirrel. Was like the squirrel was like, "Oh, this is fine. I'll just go out on this limb," and then the tree was like, "Nope, not having it." Oh yeah, I do have a chainsaw you could borrow if you want.
No, I'm not doing that. That would take so much work, and no. And then even then, you got to haul it off.
Yeah.
Oh, did everyone make it home?
Yep, they just got back.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna say I saw their muffler back.
And they're all very upset.
What do the cats think about the ice? I guess they probably can't see it too well.
They don't care, and they're honestly just super happy because I've been leaving the baseboard heat on in their room at night on these cold nights.
Yeah.
And they love that.
You should put them out on that covered porch you've got just to watch them freak out.
I've never let them out when it's cold. They've only gone out during decent weather because I'm out there doing stuff.
Well, go eat, you dumbass. Galinda's gonna break. These hunger pains are hard to ignore. There's a room full of food over here. Get up and go eat.
Drag the shit with my truck? Yeah, I could do that. But why would I?
After you get the tree service bill, you'll be like, I could use my truck.
But see, the trees, like, beyond just getting rid of all that shit, some of the stuff is broken but still up there and will come down eventually. So they'll have to be trimmed as well. And I'm definitely not doing that.
The person who's juggling the chainsaw and climbing the tree, definitely going to be on meth.
Well, the trees are far enough away from the house. I'm not worried about that. The meth problem is bad there. Yeah, well, I thought they switched to heroin around here. Have they gone back?
Yeah, heroin's pretty popular.
I don't know. Could be either, I guess.
Someone I know from my hometown got on heroin because he was offered it at a party. And, like, that was the explanation that was offered up, and I was like, what, were you afraid it'd be rude to say no? Or, like... Oh, sorry. You know, it'd be rude. So I'll absolutely try some heroin while we're at this party.
I've absolutely been to a party where a guy actually... So listen to how fucked up this situation was. I went to a party and they told me a time that it was going to start. And I even got there a little bit, you know, like later than it started. And he was like, nobody else was there except for him and this one other guy. And he was like, oh my God, I'm glad you're here. Because I don't think he trusted this guy, and for obvious reasons. He was like, hey, why don't you stay here with him because I have to go and pick up my girlfriend from her job. Which is like, how the fuck do you start a party, schedule it? Anyway, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I go in and sit down, and he has already like chopped up the pill and cut the line. And like had his hand out like, go ahead, you're a guest. And he did seem a little bit offended.
Listen, dude. Oh, they're saying they need. It's not that cold outside yet. What's it inside?
Well, how's the audio
Inside
chat?
70.
I had to adjust some of the audio settings.
We haven't got any complaints, but our audience is kind of desensitized to bad audio.
I know, I always forget to ask. It should be very loud tonight. Like you should have, you know, the bass volume level should be good compared to your other audio sources on your desktop.
Audio is surprisingly fine.
Surprisingly fine, huh?
Audio is super great.
All right, so now that we have our people back, what are we working toward? What's our research right now? Electricity. Oh, biofuel refining, not electricity. Okay, well, that's good. Oh, we're going to make mortars.
Oh, Galinda's vomiting all over the dog.
The dog probably likes that.
She needs to go. She won't go lay down and rest until healed. Oh, it's just not injured. But her needs state she's in serious pain.
Well, she's got food poisoning, right?
Yeah. No, she has gut worms, not food poisoning.
Oh, yeah, so that's not... she's been treated, so that's considered... She doesn't have to stay there.
Ate without a table. I like that she gets a debuff for that, even though like we have a table.
All right, so here we go. 20 t-shirts of normal quality... And they'll give us 337 gold. That's pretty fucking valuable. Or Resurrector Mech Serum.
We can bring somebody back from the dead.
I don't know if that's what that is. It sounds like it, right? A bionic leg and uranium. Or just goodwill with them. In 4 days. Can we make 20 t-shirts in 4 days and all of them be normal quality?
Yeah, we have plenty of... We have over 1,200 cloth, so I'm pretty sure we can.
We're starting the t-shirt construction process. It will take them quite a long time.
Are you putting desks in each of their rooms?
Yeah, because it's like, I keep, like, half the colonists are like, I ate without a table. It's like, all right, fine, everybody gets a table in their room.
I think for that, for some of them anyway, I don't know. Like, so Ralph works down on, like, the walls down here. I think we should probably put a table down there eventually. So they can eat while they're out and about in the colony.
You might stick one in the cooler, too, because a lot of them eat while they're in there picking up their food.
Okay.
All right, Mark Netta is our designated tailor. Mark Netta will be doing nothing but making t-shirts from now on.
Nothing but the finest Simp-branded t-shirts.
So, look, these guys just stepped right out of the kitchen, and instead of walking 2 more squares to a chair, they ate out without a table. Why is that?
I don't know. They've got plenty of table space. Hell, they could go into the prisoner's room and eat at a table if they really wanted.
Now, who did I say? Mark Netta should be making t-shirts. Oh, here we go. Here's our first t-shirt. Joel McKinney, thank you for some bits.
Joel McKinney, thank you.
Resurrector Mech Serum brings people back from the dead. It's an interesting choice. Oh, did we get 1 t-shirt made?
Good quality.
Nice.
We have 3, as a matter of fact.
These are lizard skin
three of them-
t-shirts. How amazing is that?
Was this same tribe the one that wanted, like, human leather? At one point?
I don't remember. This is excellent.
Oh.
Oh no, the people are putting them on!
Yeah, because it's getting to be winter.
Queue up more t-shirts.
Synapse Death is gifting subs. Thank you, thank you. 2 subs already. Everybody thanks Synapse Death.
Thank you.
Krista, you should tell the guy at the bank that that's your OnlyFans money.
and then have to explain to this man what only.
But what if he immediately was like, "Oh, well, that's fine then." Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what would happen in this timeline.
Just for my record keeping, could you go ahead and write your URL down right here?
I'm gonna need your husband to confirm that.
Galinda, subscribe to tier 2. Thank you, Galinda.
I like that Mark Netta is furiously shopping out these T-shirts right here, while everybody else rolls joints next to him.
Good job, bud.
Alright, we got through about 15 T-shirts today, but most of them were stolen by our people. Although, if the threadbare T-shirts are still good quality, you think they'd still let us get away with those?
Maybe.
Oh, they were button-down shirts.
Hmm.
Yeah, like you said, they were switching out.
Just subscribe with Twitch Prime, thank you.
Ross spends a lot of time stargazing. I'm gonna need him to do work.
Toast and croutons should get an OnlyFans. I've been trying to get decent video of them. It's very difficult. Crouton especially, when you pet him, he likes to move around a lot and kind of like freak out and slither around, and it's really hard to capture on video.
Rue also does that. I try to get like cute pictures of her like looking up at me and stuff, and as soon as I go to take a photo, she just immediately freaks out and blurs out. Just gotta put cams up in your house. Yeah, that's not a privacy concern. You could do a live stream in your room. Were you just chewing your bone away over there? You being a good girl.
Yeah, well, I mean, but they move around. Although, it is funny how they sort of get their spots in the house, and that's where they go. And then, there's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes they're in different spots, and it's like they hate each other. And other times, they're just curled up on the bed together. And I don't know how that mood is determined. But Toast is so... A video that I have to get up is Toast. When we're playing with the rubber noodle now. He never stops meowing. And I'm not... I'm not, embellishing that at all. The entire time he's chasing that thing, it's just... It kind of highlights the other ones when you click on them, but it's still hard to count.
Yeah, I did some emergency stockpile zone expansion because we weren't going to have enough squares.
Oh, they're backed up over here. Well, he'll just pile them up in the workroom. That's fine, because we'll haul them all out at once.
How's Galinda's mood? Still in serious pain.
Yeah, don't we have to still put a convoy together and then like actually make it there?
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. What, we got like another day or two to do that? Do we have is there a way to just see your inventory somehow? Oh, we can do a form caravan. All right, let's see. Where is this quest? Quests. Oh, we have to accept it. Expires in 2.7 days. 19-hour travel time. Should I accept it?
Yeah, go ahead and accept it, because then it'll
Wait.
probably give us more time.
Here's what I want to do first. I want to try to form a caravan from our location, and then that'll show me that inventory. Items.
Tape a GoPro to the cats. It's probably a more ethical way of doing that.
We have 8 good t-shirts, 2 normal t-shirts, that's 10. 1 excellent t-shirt, that's 11.
Someone took one. We could always force them to take it off.
12, 13. Oh, it's going to reset this. No, it didn't. Okay. So we have 13 t-shirts right now. That's a tight schedule.
I think when you accept, you get a lot more time, though.
But if we do that and we don't get it, I think there's a negative one. But the other thing is, we have to choose what we accept it for. Do we want the gold? Now remember, we need gold to get into that second tier of technology, but we also need plasteel. Or we could take the resurrector and the bionic leg. The gold is the highest monetary value. Anybody got any feelings here?
Oh, sorry.
No.
I was signing someone else to do something.
Don't care.
I'm for the gold. I think the gold's the way to go. It's versatile.
Do it. Well, chat's saying Resurrector Mech Serum.
Oh, okay, you were right, Wendell. It expires in 24 days, so we got all the time in the world to do that.
They really need to bring in the GPT-3 to do the story generation for this, because especially for like the artwork, because it would be so funny.
I gotta either use that or cancel my subscription. But I always forget that it exists. Are you all
Brings
on
back the
Odyssey?
dead, but are they really the same?
I don't know what Odyssey is. Is that another video hosting thing?
Yeah, we really got to work on that PeerTube thing.
Oh yeah, that did seem like a pretty decent idea. I don't know, how many people would actually connect to it, but it is an interesting way around all the bullshit. An electrical fire. And one of the vents? I didn't even know the vents were electrified.
I guess it's a good thing that part of the wall was made out of stone.
Oh, actually they're not, are they? That's the conduit running through it.
Yeah. That messed up.
That idiot juggalo must have nicked the wire when he was installing the metal conduit.
There's a Gorilla Glue challenge now. What happened to just eating a spoonful of cinnamon?
That was trolling.
Yeah, that's 4chan. Yeah, I mean, they're going to try to turn everything into a challenge. It's funny. But, yeah, I think the dangerous thing there is not the challenges. The dangerous thing is she's now a celebrity.
Yeah. Where's the dog? Oh, the dog decided to sleep outside tonight.
The dog was badly beaten.
The dog and the cat have access to the indoor sleeping spots. Oh, I put sleeping spots in their bedrooms because Trinket's bonded to Wed. Presumably, if anyone else had a pet who became fond of them, they would sleep in there, but
Yeah.
GoFundMe is how Americans fund our healthcare.
So true.
It's sad and true.
What was the name of that other video hosting service that was trying to use crypto that we were on for like 10 minutes, but you couldn't upload more than like 2 gigabytes or something?
DTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they're magically using these tables now. This makes no sense. They have this beautiful
Big tables
dining room.
Or the ones that I put together.
The ones that you put in their rooms. I don't know why they're not using the dining room now.
No, they're using the one in the kitchen and the one in the freezer.
Then they're going to complain that they're cold.
Kalinda is using the one in the freezer to smoke weed.
Darkness. Now they're angry when they're in there because it's dark. Why aren't they using the dining room, I wonder?
We could pop a light in there. Chicken McButtocks, thank you for subscribing.
Oh, I know why they're not eating in there. When you toggle over the visibility of room stats, they think this is a prison. Because there's 2 sleeping rolls in here.
Oh.
We gotta remove those, I think.
How did those become prison
breaks?
rolls?
I don't know.
Oh, the prison break. It made it
Oh, when
one
they
big room.
knocked the door down.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I'm glad you mentioned that, though, because we need to build more of these. Where will we always... You know, I'm going to build them in this, the hay area. Oh, we don't have enough.
And now it's a dining room, so they'll probably eat in there again.
The prisoner thing is weird, because that's happened to me before, where they kick those doors down and all of a sudden it just, like, spills over.
Well, that makes more sense, doesn't it? I was like, that is so weird. They've been using it this whole time.
They're all eating good. They're eating the nice
the good
food.
meals. It'll be good to have tables in their rooms, though, because that adds more to the beauty score, and then they get happy.
What do you think? Should we go with blowback to get better guns? Yeah, the other option is to move to microelectronics, which is really expensive shit. We're going to need, like, advanced components and stuff. So, although, it'd be nice to build assault rifles. But would hydroponics be good?
Are we ready for that? Should we be concerned about, like, volcanic ash or stuff like that yet?
Krista, you should always be concerned about volcanic ash.
It's true.
I'm thinking, let's test and see if we can build. We can. We can build the second thermo generator out here. And pop up a couple of batteries. And we got ourselves all the juice we're going to need for hydroponics. And you know what that means.
Lots of fish poop.
That's right. I'm talking about Northern Lights. I'm talking about Girl Scout cookies. You know what I'm talking about. Fish poop is not hydroponics, Krista.
Oh, yeah, I'm wrong. I think of aquaponics. In fact, you should be more concerned about volcanic ash than black holes or velociraptors. True.
Yeah. One of those things has actually killed a human being in the last million years.
Go, Frenzy.
I think that just makes them fast, right?
I thought that was like a drug. Who's starving? Galinda is starving.
She's going. She's got the worms.
Uh,
You know how it is, 4 a.m., you get a worm attack?
Oh, luxuriantly comfortable. I am resting on clouds of heaven.
Who is?
That's Galinda.
Oh, nice. Was that like a particularly well-made bed or something?
I think because we put tables in their rooms. So like now they have like their own individual spaces, like little apartments. And not just bedrooms.
I just bought $50 of Girl Scout cookies. They were out at Kroger, but I resisted them.
Have you seen the Easter donuts yet?
Yes.
Oh, too bad I won't be able to get any until after the snow clears.
It is, like always though, it's like a mad rush to get the decent flavors. And one time, all there was one blueberry, which I got. And the rest were Bavarian cream, which I don't think is that great for their Bavarian cream, and prune.
Oh.
Yeah, prune. It's probably good. Probably wouldn't be bad because those are so good.
Those are delicious, yeah.
Prune donuts, yeah. I mean, I didn't try them, but they make them. It's not donuts. It's these, well, they're punchkis, which I'm not even going to try to spell. It's Polish Lent donuts. And this one company makes them. They come in a red box. Fucking incredible.
The raspberry and the lemon are my two favorites.
I think apple is the star.
I've never had the apple.
You got to try apple.
Oh.
Apple goes the quickest. That's the reason you've never had it.
Yeah, see, I don't think I've seen. I think I've seen an apple there once, and I was like, I don't know if I'll like that, so I stuck with raspberry. Crystal House Escapades update. In theory, still closing this week. Assuming the ice storm and the bank are all good with it. I'm gonna need Ernomius to mine more of these walls quicker.
Prune is like a 7 to 10, up to 9 if you're 70 plus years old. A lot of the old people are the ones that you constantly see hovering over the punchkis. They definitely recognize their value. But I think everyone does. They're incredible. I don't understand why they don't make the damn things all year. Although I do get caught up in the hype.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's like, ooh. Donut time. Watch the ice storm destroy the house. There was some fear about a tree coming down on it. I mean, we can't go out there to see, so I mean.
That's very valid.
It's been like, what, a year? I mean, we've been looking at houses for ages, but we started the process back in December, like, for real.
If they got them in stores right now, I might roll out to the Meijer. I don't know if it's a regional thing. This bakery, clearly only does this during this time. So the tradition apparently is you empty out your larder and you make these donuts with whatever you have in there. You use up all your sugar and your flour and shit. Then you're not tempted with that during your fast.
Mm. Your stockpile is outside. Part of it is. The stuff that doesn't degrade is outside. Oh, wait. Where they expanded this, is this outside? No, it says indoors when I mouse over it.
There's two. There's the top one.
Yeah.
And then there's the bottom one.
Yeah. The top one is stuff that won't degrade. Hi, Rude Dog. You've been very affectionate today.
What does everyone have queued? I don't understand exactly what that means.
Where do you see that?
Joel McKinney's asking that. He gave us 5 bits.
Oh,
Thanks,
I missed
Joel.
that. Thank you. Are you just talking about like what we have queued in the game? Because lots of little construction projects. I'm building more bedrooms down here. because we have filled all our others.
Chrissy, you're going to get Starlink. She's going to have regular internet. Now, that's a good
yeah.
question. Are you going to move in before the internet is established, or will you wait because you can't live without that?
It'll probably be a bit of a process to get moved, especially with the incoming bad weather. So.
But you can only get it at one address at a time, and once it switches.
Oh, but here's where you're not thinking like a dink. Double income, no kids. The internet at this address is under my husband's name. We'll put the second under mine.
Oh.
And get a deal.
I could never trust a woman to control my internet like that.
Yeah, that's what we did because the new subscriber deals were just so insane, and it's like you mean I really have to cancel and re-sign up? And they're like, yep. It's like, okay, have it your way. And they're like, wait, no.
They're like, surely no one would do that. It's like, hell yeah, I would. How much do you have to mow? About 3 acres.
You're not gonna enjoy that.
I can't wait to hear about that.
I dealt with that personally for about one summer, and it was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to die.
The plan is to let some of it grow up a little bit, and we're going to turn some of that into an orchard, but that will be like a slow process as we start putting more plants in.
I don't mind the mowing, but what takes me an hour is going to take you 2 or 3.
Hi, dog.
Yeah, your mower is fancy.
Even if they got the fancy mower, I'm just talking about it in terms of area.
Oh, that's true. Okay, we have 40 shirts. Are you forming a caravan?
Let's do it. I guess we'll try to take the same people. Let me try to figure out where this quest is. Active selling to Congers. Jump to Congers. Oh, okay. So we actually have to go to Congers. All right, let's form a caravan. Oh, we can't form a caravan at Congers. We have to form a caravan at our own house. So we're gonna take. I don't even remember. Do you? Who's the negotiator? It's Juggalo. It's Juggalo.
Juggalo he's also our doctor, so we have to leave someone with decent doctoring skills at home.
I think it's Nubbin, and he sucks, but he's what we got.
Yeah.
Did we take Ralph?
We didn't take Ralph last time. Ralph and Wed stayed home.
Okay, so did Marknet is Marknet is our shirt maker, right? So Marknetta should go since Marknetta made the shirts.
She can upsell them on the good stuff.
And Lolifin is a hauler, I think, and then we'll take Ernomus. I don't know what Ernomus is. Do we want to take some chickens? I don't know if they'll buy them.
We need to get rid of some. We either need to butcher them or sell them.
All right, let's sell like 4 chickens. We will take a Muffalo. No, we're going to take Mark Muffalo. He's our best Muffalo.
Does Rudog know she's getting a yard to fertilize soon? We've talked to her about it, but she doesn't really have a great understanding of what that means. She does like cock her head to the side when we say yard now. Probably just because we've said it a lot.
Okay, that's a poor t-shirt. We can't take that one. So that's 7 t-shirts. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, one of our camels is pregnant.
All right. That is more than enough t-shirts. Well, I mean, let's just take a bunch just to be sure. Just in case we have some spills on the way there and we have to use our t-shirts to clean it. Okay, and then let's take some travel supplies. We will take a lot of pemmican. 7 days of pemmican. That should be plenty. You know what? We don't need to.
How far away is it?
We don't need to carry that much. That's ridiculous. We'll take. It always takes more food than you'd think. So how about 5 days of pemmican?
And take, do you have medicine with you?
We will
And
take...
bedrolls?
We only have the 2 bedrolls, but they'll just, they're going to really get to know each other on this trip. And I can never tell if, like, taking some corn for the animals is any good or not, but we'll take some corn.
I think the animals do have to eat. I think they can, like, eat grass, but...
Now, do we want to try to sell some joints? Yeah, let's sell these smoke leaf joints. And, maybe some of these weapons just to get rid of them. We'll give them to them.
Watching Friday's news while watching TPGP overlapping audio is a little confusing. Why are you watching both at the same time?
Maybe they save it up all week.
And they just binge it.
Oh, if you take this away from me right now, game.
It didn't.
Okay.
It's still up for me.
So we're going to Congers.
It's like a alternate universe poggers. Oh, screw this. Hang on, I'm gonna have to fix this.
All right, well,
Oh, reserved by web.
get those t-shirts delivered, pick up that gold. That's nice. That's 20 t-shirts for 337 gold. I guess that's ounces. So that's a lot of money for 20 t-shirts, even if they are lizard skin. Oh, we should have sent the raw smoke leaf too.
That'll be good though. YouTube has been burying the level 1 news for me lately. The algorithm angers.
It's funny how, I mean, we don't succeed, obviously, but we put so much effort and thought into trying not to anger them. But it's nearly impossible.
We purposely look for titles that are clever puns, but also don't feature anything that YouTube could even a little bit feel like flagging.
Yeah, the news on Friday was
it flagged? That's probably
Yeah.
for CCP, right?
Yeah, it's down. The YouTube income is down like 25% this month because so many episodes of the news were flagged. I mean, it's fine, but it's stupid. It's not that monetization is not the worst of it. It also negatively impacts other random videos too. Like it just shows them the less subs.
Hit the bell icon, chat.
Doesn't even make a difference.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's necessarily the titles.
Yeah, I guess it could be something we say in the actual video too. What's the green icon on 2 of the characters? They have something called gutworms.
I think that's food poisoning, isn't it?
No, the other one is frenzies. So
oh,
like
the go. Yeah. That's a light bulb.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was gutworms.
There they go. How much do you make off of YouTube? Enough to keep this as a hobby for quite some time to come.
Wow, they are hauling ass this time. They're motivated.
You have to be a premium sub for that video. That's funny.
Yeah, YouTube it's garbage, but you're never gonna replicate new people being able to find you on those other services. I mean, I should never say never, but it hasn't been done yet. So you have to play their game. They're too powerful.
See, we don't know if it's that word though. Like it could be other words that it's flagging as well.
We could try the Odyssey thing. I mean, we're not against exploring the other places, but then if you splinter all your viewers into all these various little places, that's also not great.
Yeah, with whatever it was we did that one time, it splintered the viewers, and then the viewers faded off a lot quicker from the ones that had splintered.
It's a weird landscape because it's nearly infinite competition. It's so easy for someone to find something else to watch.
Yeah, Abraham Kornfeld is like, oh, Brian Lundick already went away, but not really. I mean, he's gone away before, but he comes back because you have audience attrition on the other platforms, and then he comes back and is like, okay, I'm back for a little bit, and then it's like, oh, I remember how awful this is, and then you leave again. It's really kind of a terrible cycle.
Everybody's up.
They're moving.
It was a 4-man team and 2 bedrolls, so there's some new friends, there's some new enemies.
What tier do you need to be in the Discord? You can join the Discord. Anybody can be in the Discord. You just need the link. You can message me on the forum and I'll send it to you.
We got a bot.
Yeah, there's a bot that'll do it. Hang on.
Well, there's 2 Discords.
PGP,
there's there's a PGP Discord and there's a level 1 Discord.
Yeah, there you go. Good job, Moobot.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Manhunters. Scaria infected man-hunting hares.
Hares? Well, that doesn't sound too bad, actually. We should have 4 guns on this trip.
Still hit a buffalo. I mean, a rhino.
Are you guys zoomed in? Okay, yeah, here we go.
Can
So here we go. The hares are...
Is it just 2?
You see 2? I see 2.
I only see 2.
So we should be able to basically just break off into 2 groups and kite them. Actually, let's move up ahead of our mounts and our chickens. The chickens are with us. I forgot about the chickens.
It's an Easter rumble between the chickens and the infected rabbits.
Oh, they're moving. Look how fast they're
Wait,
coming.
is that Discord the PGP Discord? If so, Chris,
It
you'll
is.
have to paste the other one.
Let me see if I can get it.
Oh, they got one. Okay. Oh, wait, did one... No, that's fine. That's fine. So let's run you in this direction. Oh, he's fast. He is really fast. There we go.
Nice.
Pretty amazing.
Now we need to reform the caravan, right? Should we take the dead rabbits with us? Nah. Alright, let's do it. Ralph has created a masterwork wooden dresser.
He's a very talented boy.
Oh, are we still paused? Sorry. Can we call Krista a brother now? Brother? I don't get it. Do you?
I don't know, unless he's landed gentry. You can't call me a brother in landed gentryness yet.
I don't think that would apply. I don't feel a brotherhood with all the other homeowners in my neighborhood.
You should, though.
I don't think so.
Don't lie to me and tell me you don't go to meetings with them where you laugh at the filthy pores.
They have those meetings. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, I guess that's an HOA. I'm describing an HOA.
No, but they have like they'll loosely organize. There's also a website now. I can't remember the name of it, but they stick stuff in my mailbox sometimes.
Oh. Everyone's saying Brotherhood of Level 1. That's the Discord.
Oh, that's the brother thing.
Juggalo Turtle gifted a tier 1 sub to Captain Descard. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks, Juggalo Turtle.
That's not something that we ever created. Somebody else created that.
Yeah, that's community run.
I mean, we have admin of it, and they gave it to us, but we also try not to interfere. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, we have had to ban some people in both places. So, I mean,
Generally try to avoid that whenever possible, and try to let users sort out their own problems as responsible adults. But sometimes that doesn't work.
You couldn't even say that without laughing.
Yeah.
Choose brother as her pronoun. So one of the Gina Carano things, the Star Wars girl, one of the things they were really blasting her for is that all the other cast members of that show put their preferred pronouns in their Twitter. And so, you know, it's always like, it's the slashes. You have the different tenses and the slashes of what your favorite pronouns for. And so hers were beep, boop, bop. That really pissed some people off.
Caravan, oh, you arrived!
I'm not going to click on it in case I messed it up last time.
Oh, I put jump to location.
And what messed it up last time was that save. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a quick manual save. I don't know if that matters. But can't hurt, right?
Easy to recover.
We'll do a full save. And then quickly trade. Oh, no. We want to fulfill 20 t-shirts. Boom. Did it.
Quest completed.
Nice.
That
now, quickly
raise our thing with them, right?
quickly trade with them. Sell them these chickens. We don't want to sell them the buffalo. We love him. We'll give them some corn. Why not? Smoke leaf. They love it. Do we want? I don't want to spend much time here. Very quickly. Do we want? Oh, we want to sell all these weapons. Short bows. Oh, I feel like I'm spending too much time. Hurry, sell the extra t-shirts. They don't have any money. Oh God! All right, give me all your cloth. Give me your components. I want your components. No, that's one too many components. And boom, we survived it.
Nice.
We got some gold and some components and some cloth, I think. And we got rid of a lot of junk.
Nice.
It said it rose our status with them from 13 to 15.
Nice.
Oh, that might have been... Wait, that might have been with the traders who are at the base right now. I don't know if that counted for...
Oh, okay.
Belinda's minor break risk.
Who do we have at home who can trade?
No, I think someone might have traded with them. Oh, no. Maybe
No.
that was...
Unless you did it.
No, I didn't. Actually, never mind. I
Why
lied.
is Galinda hurt?
She's got the gut worms.
Oh, right, the worms.
She's so upset about her gut worms.
So we got a social 6 is Nubbin. Looks like Dragoran. No, it's W-Ed. I hate to interrupt your sleep, W-Ed, but we got to trade some of these chickens. Where'd they go?
Do you think this masterwork dresser is like one of those like handmade wooden dressers that has like all the hidey compartments on it and stuff where like you have to like turn the knob and pull something and then something opens somewhere and it's like, oh, there was a hidey hole in there.
I
So this
imagine
is a colony that's obsessed with weed, so of course that's the way it is.
it's mostly because of the carvings. So I imagine it's like Dante's Inferno, and every drawer is a different level of hell.
Oh.
Nice.
I feel weird just putting my t-shirts in here.
Okay, so these guys will buy joints, which is fantastic. But they don't have much money. Nobody's carrying any money in this godforsaken world. Should we get... what do they have that we want?
What?
Medicine. Oh, they've got components. You always got to get components.
Chris Bailey's drunk. They're estimating 7 to 10 inches of snow.
What?
Like, let me see. This is Sunday night through Tuesday.
Wow.
Jesus.
And we're getting sleet as well.
So now, not only do I have to try to get through the ice tomorrow, I'm going to have to fight a maddened store crowd. And there's not going to be any basic goods.
I would say go tonight, but when I came back out, what had melted earlier had refrozen, and it was exceptionally treacherous.
Yeah. I'm not leaving. I mean, not that I've really been leaving the house much anyway, but I'm really not leaving the house now. And somehow I resent it more for not being able to leave now.
Well, before it wasn't like you couldn't leave, but now you can't leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, roll down to Kroger, get myself a fried chicken if I had to.
Oh, the visitors are leaving. It's the middle of the night and they're like, we're done here. It's cold, it's foggy, we're out. Got down to -5 in my neck of the woods. I don't think it's supposed to hit 0 until the weekend, like Sunday maybe.
Oh, we're back to that again too?
I think so. Actually, let me double check. I might be lying. Chris Bailey's forecast is mainly focused on the snow and sleet we're supposed to get. Let me see what the temperature range is supposed to be.
Well, you know what? The reason the temperature matters is when the power goes out. That's what we have to try to get through till it comes back on.
Oh, well, yeah, it is going to be actually frigid. Not as cold as what people in the chat are describing where they are, but, like, they're saying Monday the low is 15, Tuesday the low is 12, Sunday the low is 21. Not great.
The worms.
The worms were right. Whatever black magic they do to turn their fur a different color.
Someone has incorrectly built the trap line. Was that me?
I haven't been touching that.
Might have been me.
And flooring it? Oh, is that just left over from that other thing?
Yeah, it was just left over. Wait, how's it messed up?
Well, it has to turn this corner, see?
Oh, it's just not finished.
No, I just took those 2 chunks out.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't do that. I just rebuilt the traps and the sandbags. I was like, oh no, I put them in the wrong spot probably.
Balmy 26 right now. See, we've been in, like, right on the edge of freezing the last couple days, so we've been fluctuating between, like, 30 degrees and, like, 35. So it's just been ice.
Well, now it's even worse. It's the freezing rain.
Yeah.
If you live in a place that doesn't have freezing rain, you might be like, oh, what's the difference between freezing rain and ice? Freezing rain, when it lands, is a super cooled liquid. So it lands like rain, but when it touches something, it freezes immediately. And one of those things that it touches are tree branches and power lines.
Yeah, a couple of my family members didn't have power today. I don't know if they've gotten it fixed yet. Hopefully.
When you get your new house, if their power's still out, you can call them and be like, we'd have you over, but it's a brand new house.
Some of my family has gas heat, so it's like less of a big deal. So they just, you all pile in the car and go over to that family member's house, but
yeah, we had a freezing rain. Was it '09? I think we had the freezing rain.
Yeah, it was really
which was
bad.
Brutal. And then '04, we had a similar one. Ooh, a combat supplier. We really don't
Slicker than
need
cat
guns.
snot. I've never heard slicker than cat snot. What we say is slicker and shit.
I've heard a lot of permutations of that.
Yeah.
Dragoran, I think we missed one of your gift subs earlier, Dragoran. Thank you.
All right, you're going. Thank you.
Next news week is a bit short. We were afraid. Wendell said that the power was flickering right before we started doing the news today. It was like, oh, that might be bad.
Alright, now we can get rid of these bows, finally. I don't know if I want to sell that rifle for $46. That's a low price for a nice rifle.
Make sure both machines using the KVM have the same version of the driver loaded.
Oh, and we'll sell all these joints. We're making some pretty decent money off selling our weed.
It's a software thing. It's not me.
Oh no, I don't want this here. Oh, too late. Galinda put it in. I meant to put a door there. Oh, he just vomited all over the place too. When is the closing date on the house? This week. End of this week. Hopefully, you know, everyone doesn't get snowed and iced in.
This is the end of this week, Krista.
End of next week.
Yeah, by then we'll have time for all this to melt and for them to get the tree company out and try to cover up the damage that's happened to the property.
Yeah. For the bank to lose more paperwork and then, you know, have to send it again. And
But you know what? We got through the first phase of it with power.
who the
That's
hell
what's
is
important.
Slurg?
So
Oh,
what?
this is one of the visitors. This guy just wandered into Galinda's room, ate at her table, and then left.
Again, wouldn't he have to walk past the table to do that?
No, he came in by the garden over here.
Oh, she lives down here.
Yeah.
Next week we'll have volcanic ash. There's always the caldera. But when shit like this happens, it really does sort of ring that little bell in your head like that's such a thin gossamer line between me and death.
Yeah.
And I never realize it because it's so easy in the modern day, but it could also very easily all go away.
One of the things I'd like to do at this house, you know, if everything goes well and it's fine, eventually I'd like to put a wood stove in at this place.
Well, don't tell your homeowner's insurance. They wig out about that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something we're going to do immediately, but maybe in a few years. We'll look into it some more. It would make me feel better in situations like this where we get, you know, an inch of ice and knowing that we could keep the house at least a little bit warm. It's weird that power just disappears now and then in the US. I mean, this is weather related. That's why our power has been odd the last few days. It's because we've got ice on the lines. The chickens are getting high? Is that a thing? Or are you just making fun of me? Can they do that?
I don't think the chickens can get high now.
You don't know that.
Gilmore, there's a specific MX master software for Linux. So you might need the software on Windows if you're just using the default on Windows, because the default on Windows isn't any good.
Never seen a chicken get violent on a hen because chickens are decent people. I don't understand any of the separations in that sentence.
Chickens get violent with each other all the time. They peck at each other. There's a pecking order. That's where that phrase comes from.
They were eating the smoke leaf? Well, it is a protein, you know. I mean, that's just like them eating other plants.
Chicken tendies shouldn't be able. They shouldn't be able to get into the area with the smoke leaf.
The smoke leaf is in the general storage. It's not in the food storage. It's not food.
Oh well, I'll change that so that they can't access that upper area.
But that's actually not. I mean, I don't care that they're eating that. That's a low-cost chicken feed, as far as I'm concerned.
It's true, but they.
It's not gonna get them high.
The smoke leaf, though, the smoke leaf is all in the inside.
Yeah.
The chickens can't go in there.
Oh, okay. Well.
I don't know where they're saying that they're seeing them eating it.
I don't know. Even if they could, it would just be a nice snack for them. It wouldn't affect them. Has to be decarboxylated.
Minor breakers. Oh, lowly Finette. What is she upset about? Slept in the cold.
How cold
Where
is
did she sleep?
Oh, it's in the 40s. We
In
got
her
these
room?
heaters, but the heat is. Oh, you got another heater down here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can turn them up some more if they
It's in
need
the
it.
60s. Oh,
Should be warm enough.
what was that? What did we get?
Oh, research finished, I think.
Oh, it's batteries. Okay, so it's winter. Do we want to try to get a hydroponic system going before something terrible happens, or what should our next move be?
We should do that because it seems like every time that we're ready to go, like a toxic fog or something comes in and then we can't go outside.
I'm gonna build the power station first. And we'll need to build like a little wall around it.
Yeah, it's 67 inside. Where's her bed? Lowly Finette. 66 in her room. She's being a baby. She's fine. Slept in the cold. What a bitch. Oh, some of them have moderate expectations now.
Oh, it's 52 in the workroom. Because you've cut it off without any sort of
Yeah,
ventilation.
there's no vent. Yeah, I just saw that.
I guess if you're using solar, you need the Windows software too, so that they use the same protocol.
It's also quite cold in the kitchen.
Alright.
That's because of the fridge, though, right?
The fridge is right next to it, but there is no vent in there either from the heated room.
Yeah, I can't get any ventilation. Oh, and this bedroom down here. Well, it doesn't matter, right? Because this one's open. to
Yeah,
the
I'm still
environment.
working on the other bedrooms. These are all new still.
Okay, in terms of research, let's go for guns. We'll get assault rifles at least. I feel pretty good about the guns we got. I mean, if we get like a big fat alien or something, I still think that's a pretty easy fight. She wanted to kill worms? Gut worms? What was that building earlier? Oh yeah, the traps. Let's ignore the traps for now and focus on thermal power. W. Wade having a joint in the kitchen. It's a little antisocial. Especially since everybody has to walk by there and go into the cooler.
After toilet lids.
Oh, there's a marriage ceremony happening.
Oh, who's getting married?
I don't know, it says attending marriage ceremony when I clicked on Arnomius to get him to do something.
Where is that?
Oh, there's a fight happening.
They're fighting.
Just like a real wedding. Ralph and Loli Finette just had a fight.
I thought Nubbin was the troublemaker, but Ralph seems to be involved in a lot of fights too. Oh, he had to light up after that. Stressful.
Dragorn and Anomis are beginning their marriage ceremony. Oh, look, everyone's just playing cards, watching it happen.
Smoking weed, playing cards, and there was a fist fight. That is a class wedding right there.
Oh, it is. Oh, they high-fived at the end. Colonist needs rescue. Ralph passed out at the table.
Instead of getting medical attention, he had to get that last hit. Why is no one saving him? Oh, Juggalo had to have a joint first.
He's like, oh, right.
We might have an addiction problem in this camp.
It's a Simberry.
Do those people have a joint bed?
They do already, yeah.
Okay.
They've been cohabitating for a while. Wait, why is this a prisoner bed?
I was like that earlier. I thought that was something you did.
Mm-mm.
That room probably did. You know what it was? That room didn't have a door when they broke out.
No, that was never a prison.
No, but I'm saying it didn't have a door. So when they broke out, it treated it like...
Oh.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
No.
There they are.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, but look how... It's just 2. Dormant.
Shouldn't everyone be happy after that wedding?
What is dormant?
Doesn't that mean like it'll slowly spread over time?
No, the ship is the thing that hurts us over time. Okay, but usually you have to shoot the ship one time to get them to spawn.
If you look at Nubbin, he already has low psychic drone, -12.
Yeah, it just gets worse and worse. So I guess we take everybody and just try to shoot them, but...
No, we can build a mortar maybe.
We don't have the...
Yeah.
We don't have the stuff to build the fuel. It's just, like they'll be tearing their hair out by the time we do that. The other option is to try to build like a fighting system, like walls and sandbags, but...
Could we send someone in there like Galinda to kite them into our traps? Or...
Well, I want to try to get some shots on them while they're dormant, maybe? Let's just take a little expedition team up there. You know what? Let's save the game.
What?
And we'll call this Scave Scum. And we'll just see what happens when we shoot these guys. Why not? Maybe that's a little too close. Maybe right there. Because I do remember these guys run very fast.
I think the animation makes me think they hover like the Daleks from Doctor Who.
Does one of them about to get lit up? Will that wake them up? He's like almost on fire.
They wake up when you shoot them? But is it one at a time? Because I could deal with that a lot easier than both of them and whatever's inside that ship.
Well, you're about to see some action. Yeah, should we save before we start?
I did.
Oh, okay. Rip Squad.
Commandos 95, that's tough to parse, man. I feel like you're...
Make wall and tunnel with traps. He's so close to lose this because test robot shooting. Finally, 2 deers and help kill robots.
The deer part really threw me. I don't know where the deer came from. I understand some of the other stuff.
Someone speaks the words that are in my brain.
Okay, that what? Oh, okay. Oh, they're both up. All right, somebody's gonna get hurt here.
It's gonna be them, not us. Colonist needs treatment.
Yikes!
Colonist needs rescue. Wait,
oh,
no!
this might be a scum. Okay. Did somebody die?
No one's dead yet. Wed's down.
Oh, Wed's important. Okay,
She
okay.
is.
We've got to let's everybody is who carries? You carry her.
Death in 8 hours, so we've got to haul ass with her.
But oh, you know what? We
Drafted.
we didn't solve the problem. Who is give
Oh
me
yeah, we have to
some
get rid of that drone.
give me somebody at random. As soon as they get back in, we pop that and run like hell and hope the traps deal with them.
Uh-oh.
Jesus. Who else is there? Gotta get that gun too. Alright. Shoot it. Oh. Oh, you gotta take it to 50% health. Right?
It's making a ominous sound.
Oh, we need more people actually to do this. Joel McKinney. He's
Arnomius sound.
Joel McKinney.
Arnomius. What is Lowly Finette doing? Oh, it's paused. Never mind. I was like, what's going on?
Is Juggalo doctoring?
There they go.
Oh, this is
Juggalo.
ridiculous.
Nubbin is doctoring.
You're literally shooting a giant tube, and you can't hit it half the time.
Oh, Juggalo is resting.
W Wed's gonna make it. I don't know about
I think Arnomius just has a bite. Like they'll need
But
to rest.
there were
Okay.
robots.
It
Bite.
says bite. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that they were biters. Joel McKinney is fucking slow. What's wrong with him? Oh, he's high.
He's just giggling the whole time he's loading his gun.
Just looking down the barrel.
Medical emergency. Arnomius.
It's probably blood loss, right?
yep.
Okay, if something is in there, I think it pops out at 50%.
Death in 2 hours. Okay, we need to get... Juggalo needs to get up here and be doing this, not Lowly Finette.
Alright, boys, get ready.
Okay, yeah. Arnomius, get up there. Or Juggalo, whoever you are. Go fix it. There he goes. Yeah, sorry. He had another colonist doing it, and he's not the doctor, and he like got one thing done, and it took him like 10 minutes.
I don't think anybody else is coming out of that thing. But we get a little closer so you morons can actually shoot it.
Okay, cool. Death in 9 hours. Okay, we're good. Trout Singer's nothing in there.
Yeah, so that was a pretty easy one. Tattered apparel. You might want to queue up some pants.
How many pairs?
Let's just make like 2 outfits. 2 of everything. Starvation because they've been out here shooting this thing for so long. There you go. Go get your food.
There we go. They'll feel better now.
A little bit of plasteel. I don't think that's enough to make the new research thing, but it's a start. I'm kicking back enough fast speed. Well, you know, I mean, we took some damage there. Definitely is a good reminder to get into mortars. Krista, why don't you set us up a new production room?
Okay.
I'm going to have the fuel refinery in there. I'm going to have the steel smelter will be in there. We'll probably have the communication table in there. So it needs to be fairly big.
Okay.
I put the electric smithy in the storeroom. Is that part of this? Because I could cancel it. I haven't started it yet.
Yeah, cancel it because I'll make a room for it and then we'll have more space.
What are we going to use that for?
The electric smith?
Yeah.
Deconstructing the aliens.
Oh, I've been shredding them in the machining table.
I thought we could deconstruct them and get more components.
Shredding is a new thing. I thought they just renamed it, but maybe you're right. So, oh, it's not ready yet. All right, well, we'll see what happens there.
Oops, we started it. Oh well, fine.
No, I want to see if that is in there. Like if that's a build that you can do in there.
Yeah, we'll just move it if it or whatever.
Oh, what's this? A gun. Someone lost their gun. Do we not have enough stuff to build this generator? Or are they busy building? Oh, they're busy with flooring.
Sorry, I started the other room. It's been a rough December. Hide in room, lowly Finette. She upset about something?
Uh-oh.
Wait, who's down?
Arnomius. Oh. Where's Juggalo? Oh, he's doing it. Okay.
He's got PTSD.
Is that... Oh, it's the blood loss. Okay. Wow, she lost a finger and a toe.
Yeah, Kelmore, you might have to plug it in a USB 3 port.
Lowly Finette is a pessimist, so she's angry.
I thought pessimists made them less upset with their surroundings.
No, she has a -6 like debuff all the time.
What the fuck? Why is Ralph going all the way up there to get steel? Are we out of steel?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. We gotta quit burn. What are we burning steel on? That's why they're not building the generator.
You mining some more of the base steel.
Sarcoid leaves. Oh, we don't want those. We need to be rid of those. Spoils in 37 days? That's a lot of time for somebody to stumble onto those. Yeah, we need to prioritize, because we need enough, we have to hold back enough steel to get into the drilling phase of the research stuff. And you have to build the drill and the scanner and everything, so it can become very difficult if you don't plan for that. Oh, there's a steel wall down here.
There's a lot of steel walls on this map. Just keep in mind when you claim those, you got to go back in and
So it's not the home zone.
Yeah, remove the home.
Instead of claiming it, I'm just telling them to deconstruct it.
I thought you had to claim it, but I guess you don't. What's the remove floor command? Where's that? Oh, it's in the floors menu.
I've queued up so much steel. So much steel. What if we could store and forbid the psychoid leaves, but then sell them to our enemies?
Make them less productive.
I don't think you can store them when they're forbidden. Now, we can... They're not part of our drug policy, but that doesn't matter to everybody. Okay, so somebody still doesn't... Oh, it's Ernomus, but she's still hurt. Okay, but we're moving the electric smithy. Oh, there is power over there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to expand this room out some too, but they just take forever to mine.
No, the electric smithy doesn't have robot options. I'm pretty sure they changed it to shred robot.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do that to those. What kind of device do you think they use to shred a robot?
The same kind as anything.
I do like those industrial shredder videos on YouTube. You ever watch those? Where they just pop a couch down in there.
Yeah, or a barrel or a car or something, and it's just like, it doesn't even slow the little spinny grindy thing down.
Sometimes the stuff just bounces because it doesn't weigh enough.
Yeah.
To get caught in the monster teeth. Sometimes when I watch those for just a few moments, I imagine what it would be like to fall down in there. But then I have to stop doing that because it's too horrific. Glenda's out here building this generator, and it's like, oh, is that psychoid leaves?
You know who loves psychoid leaves? It's me.
When I was in college, I love psychoid leaves. They have to be processed. Oh, okay, all right. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and pick those up because they're worth something, I imagine.
Starting to feel like spring outside. It's 53. It's still winter according to the game, but
We still have tattered apparel. Oh, it's Ernomus. She won't switch because she's basically dead.
yeah.
But she's still high. You'd think that, like, losing your fingers and toes and getting all shredded up by an alien would sober you up, but nope. That was some really good smoke leaf. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted, grueling on. Well, you should be sorry.
I think we're all feeling that.
Oh, so listen to this recipe I made this week. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know how I feel about it. I've eaten all of it. I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm not going to tell you the name of it. I'm just going to tell you the ingredients, because there's only 3 ingredients. And this is an air fryer meal, of course, because that's the only appliance I use these days. 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. All right. 1 pound of mild Pernell sausage. And here's the crazy one. Here's the kicker. 2 cups of Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit mix.
Was it good?
It was...
Was it everything you dreamed of?
It was a lot like eating a Cheddar Bay biscuit that was kind of made out of sausage.
That sounds delicious.
It sounds horrifyingly delicious.
But what was impressive is how much they puffed up like biscuits in the air fryer. I was not ready for that. And they were so pillowy.
That stuff's good though, right? Like, did you just make regular biscuits at any point?
I didn't. No, I ordered it off Amazon after we talked about it. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll make this. Because I found it on one of those, you know, the girl recipe blogs where she tells you like a million things about herself.
Her whole life story, yeah.
And I was like, well, wow, I just ordered that, so let me try it. But I will tell you what, mixing that is maybe the hardest thing I've ever had to do in the cooking world. Because it doesn't want to mix. You have to like get a little bit of biscuit mix and cheese and lay it on top of the meat and then just pound it in there. Like just really dig it in or it'll never mix.
Is that one of those things you use the hammer for? My grandma had like one of those
hammer?
mixing hammers, and it was like, when do we use this?
A mixing hammer? I don't even know what a mixing hammer is. No, I just used my hands. It was a hell of a forearm workout. What caused that?
Electrical fire?
Is there power running through the floor there?
I think so.
There's power running through the wall.
Yeah, I don't understand what caused that fire. Zut. A fault in the electrical conduit. Huh.
Ooh. Cargo pods.
Oh, we're not researching.
Oh, that's the cycloid leaf.
I guess we will get... I think colored lights makes them happy, and it's really cheap. You want to get that?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good upgrade.
Hammers are for tenderizing. Yeah, mixing hammer, Wendell. I'm not sure that's even a thing. Have you ever watched...
Use it with dough sometimes.
Have you ever watched them make that... those Japanese noodles that they make with a hammer? It's incredible.
Familiar, but I'm having trouble picturing it.
Have you ever seen where they would be laying rail for the railroads, and they would be doing it so quick, and it'd be like one guy would set the spike and the other guy would hammer it, and they'd have perfect unison?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's how they make these noodles. One guy has a hammer and he's beating the noodle, and the other guy, or the dough, and the other guy is folding it and like laying it down right before the hammer hits.
Wow.
Udon or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a thing. Purchase an air fryer, but it's the oven style, and the cup, yeah, the basket style I think is superior because you got to trap all that heat and recycle it, and that they really form a seal. I don't think the ones with the doors do as good a job at that. Yeah, harder to clean. The basket is a fucking dream to clean because the whole thing is just like one piece that comes apart. Just put some soapy water in there. Come back when you're done eating, rinse it off. Smoky? Maybe it's smoky? I don't know. But it's a thing they hit with a fucking hammer. Oh, inspired taming. Alright, what's on the map that we want? We've got a warg, a rhinoceros, a mega sloth, yaks are out there. Squirrels and rats, turkey, tortoise. I think probably... Well, there's a buck and a doe. We could start breeding deer, but I think the rhinoceros is the cool factor, right?
Yeah, that's really the intimidation factor when our enemies come against us.
It's a girl.
The attack rhinoceros.
So should we get that?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm setting it up for a tame, and then I'm going to go for Ralph. Where's Ralph? And we need to go find the rhinoceros. Oh, his animal skill is too low.
Yeah, he's not good at it naturally. I think Wed's our animal tamer. I think we have someone else who's good at it too. Wed was like the natural.
Then there's no point. What's the point of him having an inspiration that he can't use?
He just really likes animals this week.
Wargs are great. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get anything because he's too shitty at it. He can't even figure out how to approach that rhino. Where did we get these camels from?
They joined randomly, and then they got pregnant. And now they're eating all our food. Actually, they can't go into the fridge, but they can eat grass outside of the base.
Oh, the pigs bonded.
To who?
W. Wed.
Oh, she is good at that kind of thing. Ralph's in there dreaming about taming rhinoceroses, and his wife is sick in the hospital.
What's wrong with her? Oh, did she get attacked by the aliens?
I think so. Yeah.
You know, we probably should have thought about not taking our most valuable colonists up there.
Colonists in there.
But we did need every gun. And somebody still had a bow? Who was that? We gotta try to fix that.
Oh, our normies can get new clothes.
Galinda has a bow. We gotta remember in the morning when Galinda gets up to give her that gun.
She needs the pants. Do we have any pants? I thought I made some.
Did I get married in game? Dragoran? I don't know what your deal is. Oh yeah, you're married to her Nomus. Plus 80. You actually like Marknetta more than you like your wife.
Awkward.
What about Ernomus likes you exactly the same? Wow, they have the kind of relationship where they feel exactly the same about each other. And it's not 100, it's only 80, but it's mutual.
Chris, we have to know, what is it that you hate? Oh, I hate the home buying process. I think is what got cut off when we accidentally streamed today.
You also hated the bank.
Yeah, I was upset with the bank.
Well, there's
earlier.
a lot of good reasons to hate the banks.
Yeah.
Well, Krista, here's what you have to think about, right? I mean, right now it seems bad, but here's what you have to remember. You only have to have a relationship with these people for the next 30 years.
Oh, they'll sell it off, almost certainly. I was gonna guess OBS or something. No, I was ranting about the amount of times I've had to resend certain documents.
And they're probably going to leak it on the internet eventually anyway.
Yeah.
Quest available? I want to do a quest badly. They sent us a message. Based on a nearby camp, they've been raiding their caravans. The camp is controlled by the Lexosier Nation. Sparrow is asking us to destroy the camp.
Let's do it.
It's guarded by 3 tribes people.
Oh yeah, we could definitely do that.
Except for a tornado generator.
We never got much use out of the tornado generators.
Yeah, I think we tried that one. There's a bionic eye available as well.
Camp loot. Oh, the camp loot's always something you get. So we have a pretty decent supply of gold. Oh, I was trying to click to remove the research screen, but I think somebody beat me to it, so I agreed to goodwill.
No.
No!
That's fine.
I should have just not touched it. I was the one who hit okay on the research.
So now we basically have to do this, or they won't like us.
Yep.
Right.
It's not too much of a risk. 3 tribes people, which means they won't have guns, but I think we should take like at least 5 shooters just to be safe, and that's annoying. How long do we have to do that? 22 days. Well, let's see where it is. Maybe we can, you know, salvage the trip. No, it's in the middle of nowhere. Maybe that was some good loot. Okay, someone needed a gun. Who was it? It was Glinda. Ooh, a shaman merchant.
Oh, there it comes.
I mean, the good news here is these guys are going to love us.
We just blow a bunch of smoke in their face.
Everybody we meet wants to buy smoke leaf. I'm so excited about that. Oh, that's $400. That's nice.
We've never really messed with the drugs in this game before. Because it's like, oh, they'll get addicted, but I mean, smoke leaf seems to be that nice sweet spot.
Well, they're addicted, but who gives a shit? There's really no downside. They just do things slower. I don't think we need any herbal medicine, right?
No, I think we're okay on meds right now.
And our you know what? We should buy plasteel because we need this for this next layer of research. We'll just trade all of our weed for plasteel.
The bank and Home Depot now get all your disposable income. To have a place that's not controlled by a landlord.
Here, let me give you a huge tip right now, Krista. Don't buy a lot of stuff piecemeal if you can stand not to for a while. In terms of like hardware store, they're gonna mail you, that title company is gonna sell your identity, and they're gonna mail you a giant package of coupons, and you're gonna get like a 20% Lowe's coupon, and you need to make one big fucking trip.
That's probably the plan. We've got lots of plans for the garden and the outside in the spring. So that would be great if we could just time that just right. So when they start selling all their garden crap.
And I don't know how you get signed up for Kentucky Living magazine, but the people before me had that. And almost every time you get that, there's a 20% Harbor Freight coupon on that.
Whenever I look up like native plant gardening, that magazine always comes up.
Harbor Freight is when you want to have a tool, but you don't actually want to use the tool.
It's, you know, they're like seasonal tools. But they're so cheap, especially when you got that coupon.
I've got a socket set, but I can only use this socket 5 times.
Oh, Wed got inspired taming. We can use her.
Okay, you want to... So, Rhinoceros still?
Yeah, let's try
Or the
that.
Mega Sloth? Or the Warg? I think the Rhino's coolest.
Yeah.
Let's get the Rhino. And she's asleep, but whatever, we're waking her up. Cannot tame animals sleeping. Okay, whenever everybody wakes up, remember we gotta tame him immediately. With her.
Okay.
So somebody else doesn't fuck it up. Harbor Freight's got some decent ones. They got, I can't remember isn't the Pittsburgh ones there? Okay. And if you want like storage or stuff like that, why not?
Yeah, the storage stuff's pretty good. They've usually got a deal on like the heavy duty plastic tubs. Those are okay.
Yeah, a lot of that shit does have warranties now. I don't know. I mean, you have to ship it back to Wuhan, but eventually probably get a replacement. I've noticed on Amazon, I don't know if it's just one copywriting company that everybody uses, but all the weird knockoff products, including the Amazon Basics, their product descriptions all follow a similar format, and they use brackets in a similar way.
I was gonna say, is it emojis? I've noticed a lot of emojis in Amazon descriptions lately.
No, they use bullets and brackets in a way that other reviews normally wouldn't, or other product descriptions don't. So we got to name the rhino, Krista.
Oh.
Should we give him a Republican?
Oh no, that's the elephant.
No, rhino. R-I-N-O,
Yeah.
Republican in name only.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but whose name do we give him? Romney?
the rhino.
Is Romney known as that? I don't really keep up with the infighting
Yeah.
and the... Romney's a good name, though.
Call Mittens. Mittens the rhino.
Oh my god.
The save.
I was in the middle of the rename. Shoot frenzy. He won't. We should tame him to attack, right? Because I mean, why not?
Absolutely.
We definitely want to send him.
Wow, what is just inspired right now? Inspired taming, inspired shooting.
Oh, once again, smoke leaf. Just make a quick $106. No problem. Let's get rid of this shit. You know what? We're actually making pretty good money at this, like, clothing industry stuff. Should we just put down a giant plot of cotton and become a true sweatshop? Make a couple more tailor benches?
It would be nice to have more clothing production. Because we always have tattered apparel.
These guys have no money. I just realized.
Not worth it.
But I mean, what do they have that we want? Nothing, right?
Not really.
They got clothing. Oh, gold. They got gold. Oh, that's our gold. Shit. All they have is pemmican.
You don't need pemmican.
Alright, well, give me back my smoke leaf. Give me back all this shit, I guess. Gee, that's
You just
terrible.
pull it out of their hands. They're like, wait, no.
They can afford one parka and this parka. No, they can't afford that at all. Oh my god. I'm disgusted. Why would you come and visit our place with no money in your pocket, sir? Alright, but I don't like that.
The save.
I don't like that, but I do like the idea of growing a shit ton of cotton and getting in the textile industry.
Probably less likely to get raided by other, factions that are, unhappy with us or whatever.
breed an army of rhinos? Well, we've only got the one. So that's going to be tough. Maybe we could breed him with the camels. Nomos needs clothing.
I told her to pick up a pair of pants. She was like, no.
It's her... Yeah, synthread pants are at 43%. So the way that you beat this, it's annoying, but... somewhere... Manage outfits... So you have to create an outfit. Remember when we did the corpse thing? So there were only a certain percentage of them could be up there. You got to do that with outfits. Then they'll throw them away after they get a certain amount. So like if you set the threshold at like 55%, they'll throw them away before they get tattered. You can also assign them specific clothing in there. So like if we wanted everybody to wear, you know, like lingerie or whatever. I don't know if we can actually make lingerie. What can we make? Actually, not a lot.
Happy Valentine's Day, chat. I think it's supposed to be like t-shirts and pants and parkas and cowboy hats.
You could force them to be naked with cowboy hats if you wanted to.
Why don't you gift the visitors so you can dump wealth and gain good opinion? Krista, are you guys gonna play Valheim or not? I watched some of my friends play it the other day, and I'm interested, though I'm not sure. Not sure if we'll play it on stream yet.
Is that another survival crafter?
Yeah, which I mean that's kind of our wheelhouse, so we may pick it up.
What's the gimmick in that one? I don't know much about it.
I don't know. It seems like it's just like very run of the mill, but everyone's really into it.
Well, are we talking about?
I watched for like 10 minutes. So
are we talking about magic? Fantasy enemies, or are we talking about regular survival?
It's kind of fantasy because there's like skeletons and stuff that come out of the woods. It's really just charming, like an English cottage.
I don't mind fighting a skeleton. Did that guy leave already? We probably could give them some of our extra junk just to get rid of it.
Someone said it is a better rust or 7 days to die.
Is that him? Is he out? I'll never catch him.
He's gone forever now.
There's so many games that I need to check out that I bought. I gotta check out that Shipbreaker game. I've been wanting to try that for a while.
No. I messed that up.
Dragorn has gifted another sub, thank you. Viking lore. It's hard for me to get into Viking lore. I tried watching that Viking show and I couldn't really get into it.
Was that just Vikings? I think was the title.
Probably, yeah. Did the rhino eat smoke leaf? I don't know. He ate something. But the Viking stuff where they just basically just raided those monasteries constantly.
Yeah.
That's an interesting time in history. They really...
I think I watched the first season of that and I never got past... Well, maybe only... Not even the full first season, I don't think.
They really scored a lot of slam dunks there before they came up against anything resembling resistance. Oh, you know, we need to be doing this mission, right? I was waiting for everybody to heal up.
What mission?
We gotta go kill those 3 people that I agreed to do that for. Yeah. So let's see who we got here. We won't take Galinda. Loli Finette is definitely going. Please remember Lola Finette. Marknetta, I like on the mission for sure. Marknetta's gay. I didn't know that.
Really?
I
Where
feel
do you
like
see that?
when you click on him, it's one of his traits. He's a gay pessimist. Joel McKinney, I feel like can go easily.
Oh, yeah.
And Ernomus. Should we take? We need to take a 5th, right? Nubbin's a really good shot. Okay, here's our people.
Did you you didn't take Joel and Nubbin, right?
Yeah.
Those are both of our doctors.
Juggalo's the doctor.
Oh, right.
Okay, I can't do it from this screen, so Nubbin, Ernomus, Joel, Marknetta, Lola Finette. I still forgot to build. Would someone please build some bedrolls out of that muffalo fur we've got there?
Where do you build that in the tailoring bench, or?
No, you just build them in the world and then uninstall them.
Oh. Oh,
Okay.
I can't do that while you're doing the form caravan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't know you guys had to see this. Okay, so we're taking... We said we're going to take Nubbin, Lola Finette, Joel McKinney, Marknetta. Who's the other one? Was it Dragoran? No, it was Ernomus. Okay, perfect. Now we don't need to take anything to trade because this is just a fight, but we do need to take none of that. We need to take all the pemmican, which is only 3.8 days worth of food, so we'll take some simple meals. Oh, that's rot. A little bit of medicine. A little bit of hay. Only 1.5 days?
Mark Muffalo's getting some.
It's Mark Muffalo's a male though, right? No, Mark Muffalo's female, remember, because we messed that up.
Oh.
Oh no, Mark Muffalo's the one that's going. Is she pregnant?
No, it was one of the others that's pregnant.
We should name the one that's pregnant. We should give her like a, a slut name like Jezebel or Sapphire or something like that. One limestone tile in the kitchen. Oh yeah, it's right in front of the door.
Yeah, that's what I was circling earlier. I think that was put there before we started like tiling everything, and no one has fixed it because it's like, eh.
Oh no, that was pre-existing. If you remember, this whole area.
Oh yeah, it was that weird tile. I remember that now. I think I switched it to the sandstone because I realized after I did this section that it doesn't improve beauty quality. They like the actual tile and not the flagstone. It's cool. I didn't realize there was like a little beauty thing that you can like mouse over. It'll tell you if it's pretty or not.
Meanwhile, I went ahead and built the bedrolls.
Oh, can you take them with?
Yeah.
Well, they're not built yet, are they?
No, they're just cute.
Oh, is this a blue light?
Yeah, that's the first colored light.
How much does that help the beauty?
It's hard to tell because when I click on it, like because this room's still ugly and not finished, I can't tell how much it changes. Also, the other room has a masterwork dresser, so that kind of skews it.
That's really just insane.
That's the Dante's Inferno dresser.
Yeah.
SBT gave us a single bit, which we barely acknowledged.
Oh, thank you.
That's not even a full penny.
No, I think, well, I mean, after taxes, I guess it's not a full penny, but I do think Twitch gives us the full penny.
I'll see now this is barracks. They won't eat here now.
Well, we gotta uninstall these.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's at least 5 backup tables, Krista.
It's true. They can all eat in their rooms. They can stop their bitching. I ate without a table. As she stares longingly at the table in the dining room.
We should, this should make a thing where you can just install counter space everywhere. And they don't have to have tables.
I can't get over that bathroom mod we had last time we played this. And it was like, wow. They really do have to pee all the time.
Yeah, well, I don't know the numbers, but people will sometimes calculate. It's like, oh, you spend this much time in your life peeing, and this much time sleeping.
Fabius Container gave us 5 bits. Thank you.
All the power is done. Okay, we need a steel slag thing, smelter.
That can go in that one room that we're slowly clearing out. It should fit in there, I would think.
It's building.
I say with more confidence than I actually feel. Oh, don't put it in front of the door. There you go. I love it when the people come by and they just like dump a bunch of crap where a project's supposed to be started and they're like, ah, this isn't my problem, this is a Ralph problem.
But they
gave us 4 bits. Thank you.
They do that at the grocery store. That drives me crazy, where they'll just like bring an entire pallet of something and drop it off in front of whatever you need and just leave.
Yeah.
Pretty soon that job's going to be done by robots.
Dollar General's the worst for that. I don't know what the fuck they're doing at Dollar General, but every aisle has one of those carts that they're stocking from in it, and they're never stocking.
So I talked to somebody about this on the inside, and he said that they're legit trying to get to a point where every Dollar General can be run by a maximum of 2 people. But mostly just 1. They want 1 person to do everything.
That seems crazy.
It's not enough. Yeah, how do they deal with theft?
How do they deal with their 1 employee needing to go pee? Do they just lock up the whole floor?
No, they will. Like, I've stood in a line of like 7 or 8 people and waited for the Dollar General girl to get out of the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, the theft thing is like by the corporate rules, they're not allowed to do anything anyway. So they're just like, you can't respond, you can't, detain them, you can't, there's literally nothing you can do. And, some of the more bold ones are putting them in harm's way. So their insurance would rather just pay for the product than potentially pay for somebody's medical bills.
But see, that's everything you said there is true. But like a Walmart and a Best Buy, they don't give a shit. They'll rough you up. They'll like detain you, and maybe some people just don't know they can leave, but they definitely get physical with you too.
I watched a video of a girl who was doing a thru hike, and she stopped at a Dollar General to pick some stuff up, and the Dollar General clerk got real weird with her, thinking that she had stolen stuff. It was bizarre. I was like, if I worked at Dollar General, I honestly have to admit, like, I probably wouldn't care that much.
Well,
it's
unless
not worth getting roughed up, because your company's not going to care if you get hurt.
But see, the thing, I bet some of what they're doing is, because it is just 1 person or 2 people at a time, they're giving them like job titles where it's like, now you're the manager, so you need to make sure, it's like, yeah, you're the manager, but you're also cleaning the toilets.
I think it sounded like they were modeling it after like 7-Elevens. So in Taiwan, there's like a 7-Eleven on every block. It's like Starbucks. And that is pretty much run by just 1 person. Like, there's some big 7-Elevens where there's like a lot of people. But a lot of the smaller ones, it's almost like a bodega. And you can go in and there's a little bit of groceries and a little bit of sandwich and a little bit of very old egg and a little bit of whatever. And like whoever owns Dollar General at this point is like, oh, let's make it like the Asian store that's like, just the friendly store on the block.
So Epileptic Fish says that's how Aldi's works. And one of the clickbait articles that I clicked on this week while going through the news is apparently there is a brand of frozen chicken breasts that you can get at Aldi's, and they come in a red bag. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's Aldi's store brand, and they claim that in an air fryer, and if you get the brioche buns from Aldi, it's exactly like a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Huh. I almost never go to Chick-fil-A because it's so full of people all the time.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
I think some of the larger Dollar Generals, like in the rural part of Kentucky, there's no way it's going to work with one person. They're just too big.
Yeah. Well, and it's like the only grocery store for miles, and it's like, do you really want to upset people here? Although I guess they don't have a lot of choice, so.
And the girls that work there, and it's usually women, they seem miserable. Like you get a desperation from them. Oh,
Like
Nubbin's.
a lot of other options, unfortunately.
Oh, they're here. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was running the entire time. Where are our guys? Oh, they're over here. Okay, they're hidden. So we know there's 3 guys. This guy's got a bow, and there's probably 2 guys inside. You see anybody else on the outside?
I thought didn't they say there was 3 people?
So
the other 2 are...
I think we just set up defensive positions behind some of these trees, right?
Yeah.
Because they're using bows. They won't rush us. And we brought 5 shooters. Okay, let's put you up here. Oh, they saw us.
The happy music kind of stopped for a second. As soon as the shooting started. Murder them.
He got a shot in. That's not good. We did bring medicine, though.
They're fleeing.
No, they're not. Okay, so we need a
sleep spot or a bedroll.
Put down a bedroll so they can treat him. Oh, you know what? Let's check the
shooting, mining. He's really just a shooter and a miner with a little bit of skill in plants.
We would have to carry him home.
Do we have enough food for him? I honestly wouldn't mind having a miner because we still need to dig out a lot of the base.
So there's sleeping spots in here. Let's just use this.
Okay.
Everyone walks in there. Wow, this place is shit.
Oh, you'll have to turn it into a prison bed.
Prison bed? Ernomos is not a prisoner.
Yeah, it's a hospital. We're gonna let that other guy die out there in the mud.
Yeah, we have to carry him home. Oh, do we have... We don't have a... Nubbin's the doctor, right?
Nubbin... Yeah, Nubbin or Juggalo. But Juggalo's at home.
Man, we agreed to do this for, like, the goodwill and whatever we could loot, and they have nothing. Should we pull these sandbags apart and take home the steel?
I think we do need steel. I realized what we're using steel for. It's the vents. We had to build vents in a lot of those rooms.
That shouldn't use that much steel.
Oh, there's a steel wall we can open. We might reveal an ancient danger. We run away.
That seems really risky with 5 guys. Okay, well, Ernomus can walk, so we can leave anytime. I don't know if there's anything to accomplish here. Oh, those aren't even made out of steel anymore. They're made out of cloth. What a waste. Oh, well. All that goodwill, though. Do we take Trogo with us? Let's see how that changes.
Because we didn't treat him.
That changes 2.5 tiles per day.
And we have 2.9 days of food. Assuming we don't forage. What is he good at? He's good at mining, and we need a miner.
Well, they had some beer. We'll take their beer.
We didn't heal him, though, so... we'll probably just leave him.
He's listening to us talk. He's like, please, no!
They had a little bit of pemmican and berries.
Chat's saying take him.
We can abandon him later, right? If it gets too bad.
Yeah, we can always just leave him in the dirt somewhere.
Although, when we get him home, do we still have to capture him?
Yes, probably.
Let's just see what happens.
Got a nice big prison. What's sad is that our prison is probably better than what he's been used to here.
Yeah, really.
Oh, medical emergency? Is that
It's Trogo?
Yeah. What an idiot.
Whatever. We'll see. We're not really worried about him. You need the jail? Yeah, but I mean, like, when he gets back to the map, is he automatically captured? Will they take him to the jail? Or do we have to arrest him?
Oh.
Trogo is in rough shape. See what's wrong with him. Extreme pain. He's basically out of it. Oh, they bandaged him. He is addicted to alcohol. He's been shot 4 times. He might not be the best addition to the camp with the alcohol addiction.
Will he get violent, most likely?
I don't know. He's only 15% addicted, so... I think that number goes up, though.
Man, he's going to be so excited for that masterwork dresser.
When he's shaking and vomiting, he can appreciate the intricate carvings.
He opens it up. He's like, man, I feel like hell. And then the dresser is just layers of hell. Though we have a spare room over here. I'm not sure why this one is unowned now, but we have 3 bedrooms that are...
Do we have any... We don't have anybody who doesn't have a bedroom, right?
No, everyone's good. I'm just making sure we have extra for when we have prisoners.
It was the mayor.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's Trogo. He's got an infection. Probably from being treated on the back of a muffalo.
Some fly larvae in the wounds.
Now our Nomus has tattered apparel. Oh, our Nomus is on the trip.
Yeah, her pants were screwed up before, and I don't know if she ever went back and picked up her new ones.
So that means that we should be... How do you see the other people in the world?
Other
Factions. So who loves this right now? The Sino Confederation are plus 34. So we didn't get friendly terms for doing that?
No, it's because we're not back yet, I think.
Yeah, maybe when we complete it, it'll...
But I mean, as far as they're concerned, those people are gone. Let's look at the quest menu.
What if we have to put Trogo down? Like Old Yeller, because it's like, oh, the job's not done.
No, that quest is completed. Selling... No, that was the Sparrow in the Lair. Yeah, so that was goodwill with the Sino Confederation. Yeah, but they still don't like us. They're still just neutral. Maybe we should visit them on a trading mission.
Ralph is ravenously hungry. Why is he sleeping then? Get up. I love all of you guys at level 1 text and chat. Big hugs.
Aw, thanks.
I don't even know where those guys live. They're not even near us. Oh well. Gregorian has gifted another sub. Thank you, Gregorian.
Thank you.
Yellow TPs? Oh, that's a long way away. Gonna need to get some super sport muffalos. I thought of a great practical joke. Well, it's not really a great practical joke. It's kind of awful, but it's clever in the sense that some people would never notice. But it would be really embarrassing if someone else noticed. So, you know, like the old Chevys, they used to make super sport versions of all the cars. They might still do it, I don't know. Like the Camaro, there was a super sport. But there's also a, I think Toyota has an SS line of models. And they all have that little SS emblem on the door to show that it's an SS version of it. So what you do is you get somebody who's got one of those and you heat gun that off and you put the SS bolts.
The Nazi SS bolts.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
And you see if anybody ever notices.
Oh, Nubbin apparently liked that. He gifted a bunch of subs. It's like, wait a minute. What's this SS logo here? That can't be right.
Because it's so distinctive. I mean, there's no arguing what it is once someone notices.
Are we gonna get complaints that they're sleeping in the heat? Unsightly environment. I like that attended wedding gives them such like a buff for so long.
Alright, we're almost ready to dump another huge amount of power into the power system. Well, okay, maybe not almost, but close. So close. I really usually don't care about the aesthetic parts of these games, but it is kind of annoying when you build everything out of one kind of stone and then you run out of it.
Yeah.
And you have to fill in gaps with another kind of stone.
Yeah, there's a few places like that in the base, and like it's not enough for me to want to redo the walls yet, but I'm like, it doesn't match.
Are you going to do any painting in your new house? Are you going to change anything?
I'm thinking about doing like an accent wall in the living room.
Ralph
Not immediately, but
Ralph's
eventually.
Moves real slow. Always high, of course.
Oh, right. He is also in like his 60s.
But he's got that bionic heart.
That's true. Hopefully he lives forever. What is he going to do when Wed dies? I bet he'll break.
He'll tear out his bionic heart. He's basically Picard. Picard is a weird combination of, like, horribly frail, but at the same time, he seems robust in many ways. Maybe it's just the stiff upper lip We're not bringing in anything. Oh my god, look at the garden. No one's hauling.
Nubbin is usually our hauler.
Because no one's here.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Why is it taking so long?
Medical emergency. It's Trogo.
Oh, you know what? Trogo, the infection he's completely passed out at this point.
Should we just dump him in the ditch? Or?
I don't know. Their move speed is 5 tiles a day.
Nubbin said it was very important to point out that he did not send the subs for Ryan's SS joke.
He used his bubbles.
It's not a joke. It's a brilliant, practical joke idea. And you could really, if you really wanted to take that to the next level, then you get a camera. And you wait a while. And you arrange it so that, like, you show up at their car and you're like, what the fuck is this? What are you trying to say something here? Look, they're having a party when there's so much to carry in. We got a car full of groceries and DeGroy smoking a joint in the kitchen.
I have 125k bubbles now. Wow. I've only got 60k.
You got 2 days of food. I think the green means they're okay. I think it turns yellow and red when they're running out. They're moving pretty good now too. 22 tiles a day. Oh, he's back. He's got to be okay now.
Nobody's gonna have a lot of cleaning to do.
Trogo's walking.
It's walking right to prison.
Oh, you can toggle whether or not they should be carried when they're sick. Right now, we're not agreeing to carry Mark Muffalo if he gets sick.
Harvest botch. Juggalo's messing this up a little bit. Uh-oh.
Oh. A rough timing on a raid.
Oh, there's a lot of them, too. Are they just carrying bows?
Looks that way. That's not too bad. Our traps should handle most of this.
If they're not attacking right away,
yeah, they are.
We get them. Okay.
They are. So, I guess just... Well, I think we're going to need everybody to come down here and just in case they get in.
Do you want me to restrict them to home? Or?
There's no reason everybody's got to fight.
Okay.
Oh, we got plenty of graves, though.
Both of our doctors are not here right now, so let's hope no one gets hurt.
Oh, I forgot Nubbin was the backup doctor.
Oh, wait, no, Juggalo's our doctor, right? Juggalo's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's the main doctor.
Yeah.
The music just got kind of 80s on my end.
I'm just playing, like, happy-go-lucky guitar.
Oh, they're not coming in. Oh, no! Oh, fuck! What happened?
Kristen strikes again!
No, that wasn't me. I didn't put a door down here.
Oh.
I've been working on the upper part of the base, building bedrooms.
No, I think
the new craft room.
There should have been a door there before, but what happened to it?
Did it get attacked last time we had a raid and we didn't realize it?
We're so fucked. I mean, they're going to be so much better shots than us. We can hide in the traps, but they won't prioritize us. They'll just raid the base.
Can we save scum to when they first showed up and prioritize building the door?
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Mm.
Though it might be a different raid next time.
I think what I would have to... We have to quit, and I have to host a new game based on a different save if we're going to do that.
Oh, no. Well, I guess let's just see how badly this goes then.
It's, well, it's only 10 o'clock. I would love to give them some cover, but I want them to get the maximum time shooting as well. I don't know how to approach this. We could let them start burning the crops and come in behind them. Oh well, let's just hope that 4 guns... What is Ralph doing? What a piece of
He's
shit.
building the other side, you know, he's slow.
He's the reason everybody's gonna die.
He'll have to live with the death of his wife.
Can we get lined up before they come in that door? Barely.
Ralph's just in the kitchen taking his time. Oh, he's not even draft. Is
They're
he?
tearing us apart. Yeah, he is. Okay, we got a kill. Oh, we got a melee. We got a melee coming up. Oh no.
Oh. Ralph, what are you doing, bud?
What is he doing?
Your wife's dying. Headshot. Oko should be dead. I like that they're upset that they see a body as they shoot the corpses.
This is where this game just gets ridiculous.
Everyone's missing.
These guys will not break.
They're fleeing now.
I don't think he's gonna make it. Okay. Nobody lived, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're all dead.
Got some ambrosia there. I think it's just go home and lick our wounds.
Free for dead, they can be brought back.
I prioritize everybody to go to bed because they're all going to bleed out unless we doctor them.
Well, Juggalo needs to take care of herself first, probably. Oh no, she's not in danger. Or he. I can't ever remember the gender of Juggalo. Where's our away team? Oh, they're here. They just missed this. They're like, hey guys, anything happen while we were gone?
I thought we might need more medical spots, but maybe not. Maybe we have enough.
Dragoran needs somebody to carry them to the hospital because they are moving slow.
I don't think you can just initiate a carry like that.
Yeah, he's going.
Oh,
no,
there you
he's
go.
down.
Now you can.
Oh, the cat's gonna eat him.
One of our returning champions.
Help me! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Okay, and absolutely. Is Ralph's okay? Build this stupid fucking door. Oh, we're out of granite. That's why they never built that.
Oh. I like that Juggalo's just passed out on the floor even though there's a bed for him. Is anyone in danger here or are we okay?
No, Dragoran's in danger.
Yeah, we just brought
5
somebody
hours.
in there.
We need to wait. No, nothing's taken here. I'm okay. Tended. Who am I looking at? Galinda needs to be tended as well in a minute. Okay, Marquetta's do that. A lot of blood in this base.
Are we on slow speed for a reason?
No. Major break risk. Plexus saw corpse. Lowly Finette. She's a pessimist. She'll just break. She's fine. Uh-oh.
Drowsy. She's angry about being drowsy.
What a bitch. Half of the colony is just bleeding out in the hospital. She's like, I'm drowsy.
Oh, we need to... I forgot to patch up this. Well, I can't because this is not built. We need to run this power. But we also have a shortage of steel.
Look at Ralph. He doesn't even visit his wife in the hospital. Starvation.
Would you recommend this game on GOG? I would absolutely recommend this game. What's it cost now? Like $15?
Yeah, it's not too pricey.
You'll get hours and hours and hours. Plus the mods, the workshop, really opens it up for more stuff after you get bored of the vanilla. $35? Honestly, it's worth it. But you can catch it on sale. They did not care for that raid.
He's escaping.
Oh, where is he?
I don't know. It just said up top.
Who do we have available?
Guard.
How about Ernomus? You will be arresting Trogo.
Beat his ass.
Smoke leaf binge.
Oh. This colony's falling apart.
Someone needs to feed W-Wed. What's Juggalo doing? Oh, Juggalo's hurt.
Ralph can do that. He can feed his damn wife. We'll never do doctoring. Never mind. He can't do that. Did the dog bring her food?
It's all slobbery and punctured.
No, it did not. Wed and Ralph have a weird relationship. Please bring me some soup, Ralph. No.
Well, this guy is not the easiest recruit, but not the worst. What did we figure out he was good at? Oh, he's good at mining. We could use mining.
Yeah, we need a miner.
You know, I think the smoke leaf really helps when they start to break. Carrying the deer corpse through the hospital, probably not the best design.
It's fine. They complain that the hospital's ugly, and I'm like, dude, I put a flower pot in there. I don't know what else you want me to do.
We're going to have to... who was it that we set to be the tailor? It was Mark Netta. So let's...
Oh, I thought it was Lowly Finette. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's have Mark Netta become a hauler. For a while, at least. We got to get this food in before it rots.
Yeah. It's April, May. Should only be one door in the hospital. I can't remember why we had it like that. I can remove that.
Yeah, because they'll track dirt in. Oh, the beer. I forgot the beer we brought home. Wonder who's going to drink that.
Trogo, please.
Oh, Ralph is no longer inspired for the taming that he couldn't do in the first place. Oh, tattered apparel still, Ernomus. What do you got? Pants. Let's make a couple pairs of pants. Make a couple t-shirts while we're at it. Why not? A couple of hats. One thing about Rimworld life, you're always getting over an injury. Oh, did you guys watch any of the Super Bowl commercials?
No.
Those car commercials, I understand that they're pandering and it works with some people, but my God, the insult to our intelligence that's on that television these days. But the best part is they did Bruce Springsteen did a Jeep commercial, and he was doing his stupid I'm gruff talking Bruce, and he was talking about how we're divided as a nation, but we're gonna come together. There's this big fucking stupid speech, and probably took a committee 6 months to write. And then like the next day it comes out that he got a DWI. And he's a car spokesman. Why are there random yellow spots?
Oh, it's this. It's because someone vomited.
Oh yeah, it's just vomit.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Is there not vomit in your storeroom at home?
No, whenever I feel kind of nauseous, I just... Ugh. Right in the closet, next to my broom.
But the other one was Toyota. And the Toyota commercial, it was like... people were adopting a girl who didn't have legs. And it's like, what the fuck does this have to do with SUVs?
Nothing. I watched a video essay that was like, it doesn't even matter what you're advertising now, you're just advertising an idea.
And these are really vague ideas too. Like, I don't even know what they're trying to tell me. But it's insulting to think that I would, for a moment, think that the mission of Toyota is little girls who don't have legs and not selling the maximum number of cars. Do you think Mark Muffalo comes back and tells the other Muffalo about his adventures? And what do they think about it?
They're like, what are you talking about? And then they're like, did you see all the blood? Do you see what happened here while you were gone?
It's like, we were in a bow fight. And there were 3 guys, but we killed them quickly. And they're all just like laying there bleeding. It's nice to have Nubbin back in the house. Things were getting a little dirty.
He is real good about licking up the dirt off the floor.
We're not really adding to the food stockpile very quickly, though. We're going to break that 400 mark.
Really need Trogo to break so we can get him mining out some of these rooms.
He's a long way from it, though, isn't he?
Oh, he's got alcohol.
32. His recruitment chance is increasing, though. He's getting happier.
He's like, I used to live in a room with no beds, and all we had was booze and some berries.
And there was no reason for us to be there. Why were we there? It was just a building in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, Aunt Jemima. It's like something or other Mills now.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think she's from Kentucky. Like the original person that the mascot was based on.
I don't really care. I mean, that's like... I never bought my syrup based on her anyway.
I confirmed that some of the trees in our yard are maples, and I'm like, what if I tapped them? And then like, that's a lot of work. Manhunter pack.
Krista, I think we're going to be hearing a lot about these big plans that you have turning out to be a lot of work. A rhino! Oh,
no.
Man.
Oh, there's two angry rhinos.
The trap should get them if you would like to restrict to the base. Oh, is the door? Oh, thank God. I did that right after they got back, and I was like, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Oh, Krista, can you set up the pigs? The pigs will haul. So I think if you give the pigs access to the farm area and the storeroom, they'll actually haul stuff.
They might eat out of the
Yeah,
storeroom.
they'll eat that too. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good trade.
Do we want them to eat there?
The food's gonna rot, so I mean, at least temporarily, we could try it.
Okay, I'll put them. Well, Wed's bonded with them too, so I mean, if they're pets, that's fine.
Indoor is indoor what I want.
To force people inside, that'll force them all the way inside, not in the garden. Home it should be mostly okay.
Well, that's good because yeah, if these guys break through, we want to have a door between us and them. I don't think they can tank all these traps, but who knows? They are rhinos after all.
We'll see if any of the animals will do that. We don't have any weird home areas outside.
Oh, he survived. Oh, they both survived. Do we want to try to get them? What's our rhino? Is that a boy or a girl? Our rhino is Mittens. Our rhino's a girl. Oh, we gotta save them, right?
There's one boy and one girl, so you try it.
Oh, is this a mixed? No, these are both males. No, there is a female. Nice. Well, chat, we're gonna need 2 more Republican names. What was the name of the girl that voted against Trump and got censured by the GOP?
I don't know.
She's a good one.
Does the woman on the sun raisins box have like a lore, a story? I've never heard it. If so,
or we could do Marjorie Green. That'd be a good name for her.
Oh, Liz Cheney. That's right. Sausage toast. Good job.
Do we need to treat them though? Are they dying? Death in 1 hour. Juggalo. What the? Oh, okay. They're being treated. Death in 2 hours. Juggalo. Quit your smoke leaf. Take care of these rhinos.
Oh, I'm looking at Trogo, and he really dislikes everyone he traveled with. I wonder why. It's almost like they shot him or something.
But they also kept him alive.
But he knows it's for superior mining skill.
Oh, the rhino didn't make it.
Oh, they're gonna be upset. They're gonna see a dead body in there. Nubbin, go clean that.
Which one was that? That was the girl.
The other one's not gonna make it either.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they're both dead. Juggalo's eating next to the dead rhino. And now he's sleeping.
That rhino had asthma. And now, look, the cat is sleeping on the rhino's corpse. Of course a cat would do that.
Earlier, Juggalo went down in the hallway, and the cat just, like, sat down next to him. Freeze the rhino and bring it back later. It seems like an expensive revive.
I think we'll eat the rhino. W-Ed, please, would you please, need material? Oh, because we adopted it, or captured it, we now have to bury it rather than butcher it. That doesn't make any sense. Can we switch it back to just a dead piece of meat?
I thought it was this red because it's tainted. Like,
but
not bad.
Why would it be tainted? Because medicine?
No, health says scaria, whole body scaria.
I don't know what scaria is, do you?
No. A disease?
The other one didn't have that, though. It just had asthma. You could eat a asthmatic rhino.
The other one's got scaria, too.
Okay. Will it tell us what scaria? Oh, I was looking at the cat. Scaria. That's blood loss. Oh, no, that's just telling me what those two things are.
I thought scaria was some sort of different disease because it mentioned earlier we had a manhunter pack with it.
Chat, we can't tab out because it freaks out if we tab out, so please tell us what scaria is. Or scaria.
They are rotten. Oh, ew. There's a rotten... Will that make them upset?
So like they had a fungal infection or something, maybe?
Oh.
Cordyceps.
Nubbin's room is awful because of the dead rhino.
I got Ralph building graves.
Maybe we should like try to exploit the game, make the room so awful that the negative number rolls around to positive.
How big a grave you think you'd need for a rhino?
You have to get a special meat chainsaw, saw it into chunks, and then bury those individually.
What am I going to buy with the Bitcoin? I'm holding on to that. Who knows where Bitcoin can go? Ralph, just dig the other fucking grave. Come on, bro.
Oh, look, the pigs are hauling. Look at him go. He's going into the freezer. What a good boy. Look at him.
Cannot haul rhinoceros dead. No empty accessible. Oh, we have to let these graves be for
animals.
Creatures. Oh. Someone just buried something else there. Did we? Oh, we just had some corpses laying around, I guess.
Oh, they're saying that scaria will make anyone turn into a manhunter. Let's hope that doesn't spread to some of our animals.
I've never encountered that before.
That's what someone said in the chat.
Amazing, this game. Oh, they're gone.
Yeah, they're being dragged out.
They were good boys up until the last there.
When they started screaming.
Now these are all granite spike traps and we're out of granite. We're gonna have to make all these with sandstone.
Yeah.
That one mod made it so you can build them out of anything. That was a good mod. Shack of Treasures? Oh, man. A shield belt and a power claw? That is not very interesting, is it? A collection of valuable items. It doesn't say that they're guarded. Oh, there's an unknown threat. I don't see it. Where is it? Is that it? Yeah. It's pretty far away. Gotta cross a river.
Inspired recruitment, Dragoran.
Oh!
We need to recruit someone.
Immediately. It looks like Juggalo just talked to him, though. Where's Dragoran? How am I overlooking Dragoran here? Oh, he's hurt. Strip. Dragoran is not a warden, I guess.
We've got to prioritize him for that.
No, he is.
Oh.
And yet, I don't have a choice for him to attempt Trogo. Mark Muffalo is pregnant.
Oh. What an exciting time for her.
Is Trogo be recruited? He be. Yeah, usually when they've already done it that day, it'll say already interacted with by such and such. Does it tell me how soon I can do that again? Oh, prison break interval, 130 days. Wow. He's willing to spend a lot of time here. Oh, he likes Juggalo.
I think he's the only one that he likes. He's upset at everyone else for shooting him.
Well, he was shooting back. Although, to be fair, we were the aggressors there, weren't we? Oh, here we go. It was Dragoran, right? Yeah, he's got the light bulb.
Do we need to cull some chickens? I feel like we have a lot of chickens.
Boom.
Uh-oh. Trogo's breaking.
He was a miner, right?
Oh. Oh, he broke as in like he's... Ah.
Yeah, remember Dragoran had the... It gave me the option finally. So...
I feel like he's going to break a lot because he's got that alcohol withdrawal.
Well, we'll just keep him busy with mining. If there's one thing that's good for alcohol withdrawal, it's hard mine labor.
Right.
Oh, there's all sorts of steel down here. We do have that beer up there. I hope he doesn't get into that, but he's going to, isn't he?
He absolutely will. Yeah.
It might be gone. Someone might have already consumed it.
He's still got the withdrawal status, so... His mood's not bad, considering. Oh, he needs a cowboy hat.
How's our cotton field doing? They've not even planted it all yet. Oh, but look at the hay coming in. So much hay. We need to, Is Biodrone Trogo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, he immediately began
kind
mining.
of get situated. Do they have any plans for Z levels in this game? Not that I've heard of.
I've always thought it would break the game, but if you could just stand on top of the walls and shoot at the invaders, how easy would that be? And he's gonna mine out all this shit over here, so we're gonna have to put it back together. Okay, so you mentioned the chickens. Yeah, we've got some chickens. We could definitely lose some chickens.
Yeah, we've got a lot. Like, we're starting to finally kind of get some hay in the room, and I feel like they're going to eat it all.
Rooster 32.
Biodrone's upset because he can't get any drinks. Listen, bud. We smoke weed here.
We made a firm choice long ago. The kitchen's actually getting kind of full.
Again? Wow.
400 meals. We could start to trade some of those off, maybe. I'm sure the winter will slow that down.
It's April, May right now. Actually,
Why
it's
is
80 degrees inside. I'm probably gonna turn some of these off.
that guy's naked? We need to do an outfit. Oh wait, they're already queued up for an outfit. Are we out of? No, we have buffalo wool. Oh, you know what it is? I turned the tailoring back off to get the hauling.
Lily Finette is upset again. Why is there a table in the freezer? We had a problem earlier where they didn't want to eat in the dining room. We need to probably move that. Let's put it out in the garden so they don't bitch. When they're like, I can't find anywhere to eat.
Looking forward to the new UI of Dwarf Fortress. I don't know. I'm so accustomed to the keyboard. I don't think I would like a mouse.
How is Ernomius out of clothes again?
I don't know. I set Mark Netta back to tailoring full time, so we'll make a couple of outfits. There's 2 queued up. We'll make it 3. We have a lot of hay, but we have a lot of animals. There's still a quarter of the hay left to harvest, though, and there's still a bunch on the ground. Oh, and the power. I forgot about the power. You almost need like a schedule book in this game to remember all the shit.
What's going on?
Also, we are 100% out of... Oh, no, we're not. We got blocks. Who lacks a ranged weapon? Oh,
I think it might be
it's the new guy, yeah. Well, there's a rifle in the thing, but he's broken. What I like to do is right after someone has a mental health episode, I like to give them a rifle.
Yeah. Listen, we know you're real upset and you're prone to alcoholism. Have a gun.
No, the pigs are carrying stuff.
Go get pants. Extreme break risk.
How does a pig carry a med kit?
Oh, he picked up a pair of pants for himself. He's drowsy. Oh, he's sleeping. Oh. Eclipse. What does your breakfast routine look like? Usually I have a cup of coffee and sometimes a piece of toast.
But what kind of
or yogurt.
What kind of special blended roast do you have?
Oh, my husband picks out our coffee. I don't know.
He makes it too, I bet.
He does. We do like the grinder.
Wow, you are fucking pampered. You know, more and more. The stuff we talk about, it turns out he does everything.
He does all the cooking.
And coffee.
Yeah, he's an incredible cook. We used the Keurig for a long time. And then we got a bag of like nice coffee for Christmas, and that rekindled the love of the nice like brewed style.
Wow, Biodrone is really hung up on this alcoholism thing.
To use the creamer bottle, I just put milk and sugar. Sometimes I just do sugar.
He's the ultimate simp. How is he a simp?
says cereal for dinner. Yeah, listen. I'm one of the. We talk about like putting points into things. Like Wendell doesn't put any points into music. I don't put any points into food. Like I don't care about what I eat most of the time. I could eat the same thing, probably for months at a time.
No, that's bullshit though. Because, yeah, you might be able to eat the same thing, but it's got to be a very specific thing.
Yeah. My chism will allow nothing else.
All right, I guess. Oh, complex furniture. What does that unlock? We have it.
Oh, that probably means that we can really build that Dante's Inferno like we were talking about.
But we already have it, so I don't know what it gave us.
Oh. Let me look at the furniture. It doesn't look like we have anything new. Maybe it's just a higher chance of building Masterworks.
Honestly, I don't ever go for gun turrets anymore. I find them to be kind of useless. But we do have that option right now. I guess I'm just going to go for microelectronics. A dromedary is pregnant.
Yeah, they've been getting pregnant a lot.
We need to pick up the food production. Why is nobody cooking? What's Wed doing? Resting. Shane's through, subscribe, thank you. Wendell put all his music points into Weird Al. I think there's a deeper issue going on there.
Yeah.
Does your store lack pre-made blueberry pancakes? I don't know. They probably have that. I don't buy a lot of pre-made pancakes.
I used to have stuff like that in college. Remember they had the pre-made waffles and there were no pre-made pancakes, and then somebody figured out how to pre-make pancakes and you could toast them? Those were delicious.
I thought you made those in the microwave.
No, you put them in the toaster.
How do they not disintegrate in the toaster?
No, they just come out.
Are they like crunchy?
No, they're kind of spongy.
Oh.
Oh, some nice light guitar jams as everyone sleeps in the colony.
You know what they don't have, though, is those pancake on a stick. Still didn't have any this week.
Are we talking about the ones that have, like, the sausage in the middle?
Yeah, it's like a corn dog, except it's pancake and sausage instead of cornmeal and hot dog.
I got some of those, like, 6 months ago, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack from the salt.
Yeah, they're terrible. I mean, I know I shouldn't get them, and I really don't want them that bad. It's just that now that they don't have them, I want them.
I mean, the first bite was good, but by the time I got to the last bite, it was like, what's the tightness in my chest?
Yeah, a lot of that processed breakfast food goes pretty hard on the salt. I had to abandon pancakes and waffles when I got the beatus. Well, at least you have the self-control to do that. You know what my big argument with pancakes is? You making them, it's best to consume them when they're warm, but it takes so long to make them one at a time. The timing is never correct.
The ones on the bottom are always not right, yeah.
Well, you're still cooking when you should be eating. And if you got another person added to your cooking regimen, forget about it. You're fucked. A stallion.
Ooh.
We gotta name the stallion. What's its gender? Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it.
Where is he?
It's a male stallion. He's up here in the northwest.
As opposed to the female? Oh, we gotta name him Shadowfax.
Oh, right, stallion. That is a gendered word, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that he doesn't... He kind of has leg nubs, but there's no actual leg.
Really? Oh, he can only be Stallion 1. I can't name him. I guess because he's not bonded to anybody.
No, he's... Where is he? What do you want his name to be?
I want it to be Shadowfax. Look at the pigs. The pigs are great haulers. That was a good idea, Wendell.
Meanwhile, the pigs are looking at the chicken corpses like,
Wait, it's gonna be me.
Are these guys resting?
He nudges him with his little pig nose. Nothing happens.
You guys sure do like to take naps.
I got some hay building up in the barn. That's good. Can we turn the heaters off, you think? They're probably going to start complaining soon about being too hot.
You can just thermostat the heaters during the spring and fall. Oh, hen 37. She was a good hen.
Do you prefer McDonald's sausage, egg, and cheese? Or do you prefer sausage, egg, and cheese?
You said the same thing.
I don't like the cheese
Oh,
anymore.
muffin or biscuit?
I think that by far the best place for fast food breakfast is Hardee's and
You're
or
right.
Carl's General.
But
Carl's General, Carl's Jr.
but what you just said about salt, Hardee's takes it to a whole other plateau.
That's why it's so
They-
delicious.
They really do. And the salt, a lot of it comes from the butter because they're like, oh, the butter's soaked all the way into this biscuit. Let's add more butter.
And I think their breakfast is way saltier than their regular food for whatever reason.
Yeah, it definitely is.
One thing I like that Hardee's does is they'll regularly design new biscuits where they just throw everything onto a biscuit. They're like, just put every kind of meat and egg on this biscuit and then soak it in gravy.
The pork chop gravy biscuit is disgusting, but also delightful.
The biscuit and gravy at Hardee's is really, really good.
It's also one of the few things where, like, I can just get the one chicken biscuit or, like, that pork chop biscuit or, like, their breakfast platter, and just that's it. And it's completely filling and satisfying.
That breakfast platter is like 1,200 calories. Of course it's filling.
It's so good, though.
Chat, look up what the Hardee's breakfast platter calorie is.
I don't usually eat the potato cake because they're too salty, but everything else I eat.
They are so insanely salty. What the fuck is wrong with fast food places where they're just like, yeah, kill them. Just put them down. There'll be someone to replace them. Look how fast they breed.
Probably not a good thing for the future of the human race.
All that matters is this quarter.
Oh, there's a whole tab for breakfast platter.
Why is Wendell's voice still like a ham radio? Wendell's audio is always terrible. I don't know why.
My USB thing craps out after about an hour, and I have to unplug it and plug it back in, but that freaks out Discord.
1,150 calories.
This is 970 to 1150. I'm not sure what the variation is.
That's
there.
probably how much of the syrup you eat. Are you talking about the breakfast with pan? Oh, that's McDonald's, right?
Yeah. It's just it's gravy, a biscuit, your choice of meat. I usually get ham or sausage, and then the little potato cakes, and that's all it is. It's 2 eggs scrambled, a biscuit, and a little thing of gravy, and the little potato cakes.
This is making me hungry, but I can't go out for fast food on a night like this with all the ice.
I bet the choice of meat is the difference between calories. I bet there's like a non-meat option that you're not aware of, and that's the 970.
As an international student in the U.S., I haven't eaten all the fast food places. What's the best all-around one? I've been told it's Sonic. It is not, in fact, Sonic.
Sonic!
Yeah,
Who told
not at all.
Somebody is fucking with you. Somebody's taking advantage of you, not understanding the culture.
I don't know. I think it depends on what kind of food you like.
Does
There's
anybody?
a lot of good fast food here.
Okay, what is Sonic the best at? Better than everybody else? There's nothing.
Diet cherry limeade.
Yeah, I was gonna say their drink probably.
Maybe. How big is KFC in Kentucky? Not really. I mean, there's a lot of them around here, obviously, because they got started here, but it's not like they're special in any way.
A lot of people around here that I know, they prefer Lee's to KFC. Strangely
yeah,
enough.
which is hilarious.
I think probably Chick-fil-A is probably the best quality food at a fast food place.
It is pretty good.
Well, but a lot of people are going to talk about those West Coast ones that we don't have access to.
Yeah, it's pretty, like everyone's saying In-N-Out, but I've never been there. Culver's is also good.
Culver's is probably the best fast food burger.
In the sense of a more traditional, like, restaurant burger, I would agree. But in the sense of just like a sloppy, disgusting fast food burger, I feel like they're kind of an outlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Culver's is a great value, though, because you can order off their kids' menu, and the stuff is the same size, and you get a free Scoopy.
Krista, Wendell just admitted to his 1,100 calorie breakfast being just enough. Do you think he's going to order from the kids' menu?
The kids' menu is great. You get a full-size burger, a little tiny thing of fries, and then you get free Scoopy.
Yeah.
Free Scoopy are a strong argument. They're delicious. It's a frozen custard.
The other thing that Culver's, I think, needs more credit for is their spicy chicken sandwich. It's like a giant, you know, like the Crystal Chicks, where it's like a little pickle, and it's just the right amount of chicken, and then they get the bun. It's like that, but larger, and it's really good.
Wait, which one is that?
Culver's. They're Culver's spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing, though. That Culver's chicken is that weird soft chicken. I like it, but I can't, like, when I'm eating it, I'm not sure about it.
How do you get a toy at Culver's? So here's where they get you. So if you order the kids meal, you get a coupon, and you can either use your Scoopy coupon to get a free Scoopy while you're at the restaurant, or you can save your Scoopy coupon and turn in, I think it's 8, and then you can get a prize. And the more coupons you have, the better the prize is.
No, I'm not saying it's like you got to try the Culver's chicken. It's amazingly soft. It almost seems like it's not an actual chicken breast. It's like, you know, emulsified chicken.
Oh,
maybe
it absolutely is emulsified chicken.
You think it is? Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
It is delicious, but it's just a weird consistency for chicken.
It's a better consistency for chicken than anything McDonald's has, though.
McDonald's chicken is, I think they overspice it to hide the quality.
At least they're not using as much salt. What was it? It was 2019 that they reduced the amount of salt by like 20 or 25%.
And it's still overwhelming.
Yeah, and it's still just crazy.
Raising Cane's, that is a strong tendy. Hard to argue with that. The fries are not good. But Cane's, like, one thing about Cane's, they always ask you if you need condiments. And they always, like, hook you up. And I haven't had a bad experience there, but they're not on that Chick-fil-A level. They're, like, Chick-fil-A casual.
The Cane's fries, though, are exactly the same kind that you can get at the grocery store. And if you air fry them, they come out so much better.
I really like the Cane sauce. Like, I could drink that.
I would definitely put up like $50 to see you do a liter of it.
I think I would vomit at that point, but it would be good for the first like 10 seconds.
I thought you were going to say it was going to be good for the channel. It's like, all right, let's do it.
Oh, let's do it. One thing that we've always talked about that we've not done is doing our Tendy like tier list. That would probably be a fun like April Fool's video.
That so for a while there, I was watching that Badlands Chugs channel, and he just drinks a lot of stuff. Have you ever heard of thick water?
Oh,
No.
I don't like the way that you said it. Thick water.
Thick water. So apparently, the reason it exists is because some people have this deathly inability to swallow pills with liquid. So thick water provides, I guess, enough. It's not liquid anymore. It's like a thickness now, like a pudding. So they can get their pills down without having to ingest extra calories. And it's literally just like a thick, syrupy water with no flavor. And it sounds horrific.
So, I am that kind of weirdo where I sometimes can't just like take a pill with like water or something like that. So instead, I usually just use like applesauce.
Right, but some people can't have sugar.
The extra calories and sugar, yeah.
Or that, you know, whatever restriction they have, the thick water is where it comes in. I don't even need water most of the time? Well, then that you probably have a pill problem. Look at all these chickens. Oh, I just killed like half our chickens, and now they're everywhere.
Major breaker. Biodrone, it's just...
Well, the alcoholism. Oh, it's just getting worse. I think when his withdrawal gets into the 60s, he'll pass out. Oh, but he's smoking weed now, so that's good.
He'll feel better soon. If Nestle made thick water, he would drink it.
Do you have McDonald's apple pies for breakfast? I mean, I don't eat McDonald's breakfast that often, but those are amazing.
I don't think I've ever had. Well, maybe once. I never ordered the pies. At McDonald's.
What? Christy, you have to get an apple pie next time you go. Have you ever had the one from Taco Bell?
No. Is that the empanada or whatever?
Oh, wow. It's the same thing. I mean, it's almost literally the same, except the Taco Bell one has caramel in it.
My memory of that is that when they first released it, my cousin was really excited to try it, and then she sat on it somehow on the way home.
I can only imagine how bad those are for you. They've got to be just like, you know, preservative-packed crust and sugar and preservative. They're amazing.
Do you guys eat anything healthy? Yes. But when we're talking about like fast food, there's nothing that's really delicious.
I mean, I had my air fried chicken drumsticks for dinner. They were perfectly healthy. But they're not very exciting. Nubbin has gifted more subs. Thank you, Nubbin.
Yeah, I eat a lot of yogurt and granola. I like peppers with ranch as like a snack.
What kind of peppers? You talking green peppers or?
Just red and yellow and green bell peppers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was great during the summer because our bell pepper plants did really well, so we didn't have to buy them for like 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, because, wow, my pepper budget is, whew.
It's just through the roof.
I mean, I might spend $3, $4 a month. I do that too. I don't know. It seems like pepper's a weird... It's almost like peppers have too much flavor for that. You need a very neutral celery. Or
I like
carrot.
celery too. Christy's raw onion like apple. I meant to put some onion in one of our planters and never got around to it. I do have garlic. Nubbin got food poisoning. Oh, a dirty cooking area.
When was the last time you went to a deli? We used to have this sandwich shop. I don't know if I'd call it a deli, but it was a sandwich shop here that was pretty good. We'd go there sometimes, but that didn't last. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Do we save Chick 6 or do we care?
I kind of don't care about the chickens, but should we deal with that warg?
But it's Chick 6. Why is he down here? Why is there a sleeping spot?
Where?
Chick 6 is sleeping just on a like random spot out in the map. That's why the warg is getting him.
Where is the sleeping spot?
It's to the west of the base, to the west of the graves.
Oh, okay, I see where you are. Why is there a sleeping spot there?
I don't know.
That must have been a misclick by one of us. Probably me.
Rip
in peace.
Poor little guy. What are these? Are these oh, he's killing everything on the map. A yak.
Uh-oh. Todd's what? They want to use sappers. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, they fixed it. Okay, I had just replaced a part of the wall and I was afraid that they had dug into it.
These guys, oh wow. Talk about the difficulty spike. Grenades, everybody has a gun, they have automatic weapons.
Ooh, this is probably not going to go well.
This is a quick save moment.
We need to, I think we need to try to, like...
Oh, the music got very dramatic.
Position somebody at the gate to try to kite them into the traps, maybe? Are they waiting to attack?
Doesn't have a weapon. We need to get him to pick up a weapon.
Okay, they're not waiting. So let's go. Who doesn't have a weapon?
Biodrone. I just told him to go pick up a rifle.
Okay, so I'm gonna take everybody else and head down here. Although they won't attack here, hopefully they don't pass this by too quickly. The warg is still killing. Maybe he'll attack them.
The warg will take one of them out.
I'm gonna take Margnetta down here and hopefully get some pot shots on him. Oh.
I like clicking on the guys and seeing what their needs are. Minor pain. Oh, Margnetta's like way out here.
Yeah, I'm luring them in, trying to.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, there come the grenades.
Hang on, I paused it. Margnetta is in a weird spot. Why is Margnetta...
Margnetta's trying to lure him in. Margnetta's running.
Yeah. Oh, the pig! The pig's hauling ass!
Okay, they're in. We have to try and stop them. This is going to be a bloodbath.
Bro chatted about bitter foods with Harris. Oh, this is going to get messy.
Okay, here they come. Get out of there, Margnetta.
Nubbin, no! Oh, they're going to destroy our beautiful chest. Those assholes. Couldn't they have destroyed the wooden walls?
I hope they don't start a fire. As soon as one of those breaks that door.
Oh, fuck them up.
But they have cover and we don't.
Oh, we got some hay.
Look at the pig charging in there.
Oh no! Listen at him.
Oh, they're taking grenades. Oh fuck!
Wed's gonna be upset. Wed might die.
Oh,
Wow.
It's over.
That's a
It's
safe
over.
shot.
One grenade.
Oh, wow. Death Pigu. Not Pigu.
Well, I think that's the end of the stream. We'll
It's
just load the save when we come back.
10:59. Let's pause it before it auto saves again. Wow, that was a wipe. Who we got left? We got the one guy because you made him go and get his gun and he didn't join them.
Wow.
And Margnetta because he was down here on a flanking maneuver. They're so damaged, Margnetta could conceivably finish them off, but look at how many deaths we have.
Get everybody hospitalized, even the ones who lived. Ralph won't be the same without Wed.
Oh, and look, the animals turned crazy because of Wed.
Yeah, Wed Wed was bonded with like half of our animals.
Wow. That's how fast it can go wrong, chat.
I wonder why they keep choosing that spot. Is it because there's a little bit of raw rock right there? But I had
It's
replaced
the... Yeah, they're always going for the weakest spot. So a non-constructed wall, I think, is less...
But I had just had them replace that, so there was sandstone there.
But no, see right below it, there's regular...
Oh, okay.
So they were... It's still an easy point to get in.
Okay, well, let's have them mine that out.
I don't know how to deal with sappers, honestly. Maybe double wall.
Yeah, I have like an airlock, I guess.
Wasn't there somebody we watched that had like double wall with like the fire trap things, and so when everybody was inside the double wall, they would set off fire foam or something, and then they would all just suffocate and die?
That's the war crime thing. But see, that still depends on them following the path of least resistance, and the sappers don't do that. Some people do double walls with IEDs in the middle no man's land.
Wow.
All right,
Well, that was fun.
We'll see what happens. Nice cliffhanger.
Yeah. Till Sunday, chat, and then we'll be dealing with another layer of snow probably when we talk to you next.
See ya.
Bye.